I wrote Roxana doodles in the notebook, and that was really cute.
Okay.
The statues started to disappear, and like they were never there. And then there was a plaque, and there were 3 statues that had died in some way. Oh, they appeared and like tried to attack us, but they weren't actually attacking us. They were just frozen. And yeah, there's a riddle that we tried to solve for like an hour, and we couldn't figure it out. And then Rama had to tell us that we physically cannot figure it out, and then we left.
I disagree. It was 3 riddles you were not supposed to figure out yet, and you figured out one of them because you are just big brain.
Yeah, there was like one guy who drowned, so we put water in his mouth, and it worked. There's one with
Okay, they're
pinholes.
statues, not actually to kill someone.
The statue.
You guys killed me.
You could have left it at that double. You fool!
There was one with pinholes in his armor, and there was one with what's the other one?
His skin, his like. Skin
Oh yeah, the like wavy skin, like fabric, like
The
skin.
Fushi boy.
Yeah. And then we decided to leave, and we went to an inn place, and it's cool, and that's basically all that happened.
And it's
Anyway.
great to be rich in a fucking campaign. This is a great feeling.
Yeah, Daria is just out here just throwing money. She almost spent like 600 gold for a single night.
Really? They
Yep.
actually living it up.
Like, sure, fuck it.
Just
It's not
off the
my
top.
money. It's not my money. This will never come back to bite me in the ass. I don't have to find
yeah,
out
absolutely not.
before.
I mean, yeah, like be like, oh, 600 gold. That's what you're mad at me for? I mean, unless it's like a. Actually, never mind. That's off stuff.
Anyway. All
I'm
right.
so curious.
And with that,
Looking up my employment status. Alright.
we will start where we last left off with our good old buddy Van Algen. You are currently in the temple, the place where you last went to sleep. All around you are the same changes you saw last time. You see 2 statues, both of them with their armor taken off, just lying on the floor. All of the other ones have gone, except for the main middle one and the big one that you yourself challenged. You can hear the sound of birds chirping away. Far outside of here, the light of a beautiful morning sun begins to wash over your face. What do you do?
I think. Can I leave the ruins?
Yeah. Going back out of the temple, you find the same platform through which you came down from. It's on the ground.
If I step on it, does it move or anything?
Alright. You step back on it as it goes back up, wondering how it got down. It reaches the top, and you find yourself in the same room you came out with the nice and clearly well-maintained wooden architecture. There doesn't seem to be anybody around this particular place. What do you do?
Looking around, is there like a way out, or is it just like a room?
Yeah, it's the room through which you came, so it leads to the same set of hallways you came through. Looking to the right, you can see where it would lead to Petteri's chambers, and looking to the left, you can see the way that would lead to the exit.
Where do I go? There is a receptionist lady, right? Can I go? I'm gonna go to her.
All right, you go towards the exit, going through the hallway. You don't pass by anybody as you come out of the hallway, opening a door. You seem surprised people that were standing besides it. Two guards, a man and a woman, turn at you. What? Who are you? What are you? They look at you quite confused, and you see one of them seems to be reaching for his weapon, maybe out of shock. What do you do?
Yeah. Whoa, chill. I was with the research group who left me with Lady Roxana. Do you know where they went?
The two of them look at each other. The woman turns at you. Oh yeah, I remember you. They left yesterday, last night, I think. You weren't with them?
Yeah, I was stuck down there for a bit. Not really your deal. Do you know where they went?
Well, they left. I'm not sure where they went after that. Probably went to sleep. It was pretty late from what I was told.
Is there an inn near here?
There are several. This place is pretty big on tourism and the like. So there are quite a few luxurious accommodations.
You see Van Algen sigh a little bit. Okay. Did they say if they're gonna come back here?
They said they had something they wanted to say to Sir Petri, I think. They said it also wasn't urgent.
Said it wasn't urgent?
Yeah. I think it was about their findings down there.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, what do you do?
That's a very good question. What do I do? What did I do? What time is it?
Early in the morning, probably 7 or 8.
Like near this specific like building, is there anything like going outside? What is like around us?
Around you is it actually simplifies your task quite a bit that you're right next to the sea. You know, half of the way you could go is completely blocked. All around you there are sprawling businesses, buildings. Looking around, you can see that many of them are luxurious in nature and clearly well off. There are streets going deeper into the city, upwards. Around here, the main noticeable buildings would be a rather grandiose inn that you can see from very far away. It has 3 sections with the 2 on either side kind of looping back into the centermost part. Other places of maybe interest not too far would be one of the beaches where you actually met the people for the first time. And I guess the academy is not too far. There's a variety of shops, many of which are quite what's the word I'm looking for here? Anyway, they are quite clearly competent. You could find probably anything around here.
I'll make my way over to that fancy looking inn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like look at like all like a window shop. I'll look at all like the stuff around me on my way there.
Alright. You is there anything you're keeping an eye out for?
Nothing in particular, honestly. Anything that looks interesting or like looks kind of unique.
Alright. As you go through the busy streets, already busy streets, even in this early morning, you see two things that strike your interest. The first is a gilded tome. It seems to be in some sort of library or bookshop. The tome itself is put clearly and prominently on display in the centermost part of the library. You can see it clearly even through the windowed bays. And the tome is simply massive. It has to be thousands of pages. And it's all tied together by a metallic sleeve, almost. So that's clearly a book that's got something. Or at least it would make a hell of a notepad. The second thing that catches your attention is not a thing, but a person. Someone you've seen once before. A woman with short to medium silver hair. As she did when you last saw her, she has energy and pep surrounding her everywhere. She looks the definition of youth and lively. She has a small golden circlet you can see peering through her hair that holds back 4 ivory feathers tied against one of her ears. She seems to be currently looking through one of the windows of a building. Inside, they seem to be selling some sort of clothes.
I will walk up to the lady and say hi.
You walk up to her. As you do, you feel yourself just getting more refreshed, more awake. It's not an unpleasant feeling. It's like a cup of coffee for free. As you go and say hey, she turns at you. Oh, you're that person from the beach.
I was, yeah. Do you want to tell me what happened there?
What do you mean?
Prophecies and the whole shadow thing leading me to a random hut on the beach. Not normal?
She gives you a playful wink and a smile. I don't understand what you mean. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. So what did happen when you first met me?
Just checking in on a friend. How about you?
Meeting someone new, I guess.
Oh, that's good. You should always strive to meet new people in life. Oh, that reminds me. I'm looking for someone right now. Maybe you can help me. Tall, elven man, pink clothes, looks pretentious. Does that ring a bell?
Pretentious. Yeah, I think we've seen him. He was in those old ruins we were looking at, but I don't really know where he is now.
Oh, really now? She gives you a look, her eyes staring deeply into yours. Oh, I suppose I'll just have to go check. Okay, thank you.
Wait, what's your
name? Sorry, can you read that?
What's your name? I feel like you're more important than you're letting on, and you're just kind of all mystical.
For now, you could just call me Dorothy. She gives you a smile. What's your name?
Van Algen.
Good, I'll keep you in mind. Hope we don't meet again. She gives you a wide wave as she goes and gingerly walks off.
You hear Van Algen mutter under his breath, I do not like her. And he'll continue to the inn.
Alright. You make your way to the inn. Calling it an inn is almost misleading. It is an absolutely massive building on either side of a huge rectangular building that stretches for dozens of floors. There is cone-shaped towers that go up, whirling in on themselves. After a good few dozen feet, they eventually twist and go backwards. You can see them looping and connecting back into the building. On leading to the actual building itself, there's a large terrain, clearly a massive property. On either side are small hedges and statues cut out of those hedges. There's a nice, clean, and even stone brick path that leads up to golden plated doors. What do you do?
I'll go inside.
You go inside, taking small steps, eventually reaching the place. As you open the doors, you find yourself in a very grandiose place. The interior is no less shabby than the exterior. And you can see that on either side of you are two sets of two people, so a total of four. Each of them dressed in blacks and whites. You can see men, women. In front of you, there's a desk. The desk itself is made of pristine wood. Looking at it, you can almost see your reflection back due to how polished it is. One of the people at the sides comes and walks towards you. Hello, can we be of help?
Oh, I'm not here for a room or anything. I'm looking for my friends, or my colleagues, I guess.
Oh, well, that's reassuring. Is there... Who exactly might you be looking for?
It was a group of people being led by Lady Roxana. They had, I don't know if they got separate rooms. There was like 4 of us.
Ah, yes, Lady Roxana. I do believe she did indeed come here. He looks at the lady behind the huge wooden counter. She looks like an elderly human woman with her tight hair tied together in a small bunch, through which a golden needle holds it together. Oh yes, they arrived here yesterday. They mentioned someone else might be coming after. If you'd be so kind as to follow me, I can lead you to their rooms.
Oh, yeah, sure, that would be great. Thank you.
She eyes you with a superior look and begins calmly walking, her posture held up only through a nice and elaborate cane. She begins to lead you to a huge passage that eventually leads, after long and slow walk. You see a few servants going back and forth as you walk, to a square contraption that's not unlike what you saw before. She presses on a small switch and a door opens, leaving way to what you'd recognize as an elevator. She herself enters and gestures for you to come along with her.
Can I open the phone?
Yes, I do believe they're on the floor just below the penthouse. As you enter, she presses on another switch, and the door closes. Blocking completely any and all light. After a few moments, you can see the interior begin to light up once more through magical lights that run along the floors and the walls. The lights themselves form frescoes and intricate backgrounds. You can see that after she presses a button, you begin to move up and the tapestry down. The sceneries you see changes very much so. At first, you seem to be passing through cold blue light of an ice castle, an endless scenery of snow and pitch white. But after a few moments, that changes, and you go through marvelous scenes of a forest of mushrooms. You can see a small, delicate creature bubbling with joy for life. You keep going up, and you see sceneries of mighty castles, glorious heroes, and lastly, an even more glorious sunrise. After a good few minutes of this, the doors open, and you find yourself in a rich hallway. On the floor is thick, plush carpet, and you can see that there are many doors on either side. I do believe Lady Roxana took this door, yes. And she begins to walk forward, leading you to one of the doors. And for a moment, we'll cut to Roxana's perspective. Roxana, you're sleeping. Or at
Am
least,
I?
well, are you? Well, what time would you wake up? Nobility doesn't wake up at 4 a.m.
Billy does not wake up at 4 a.m., but Roxana has a lot of things that she needs to research and get done the next upcoming days. So, honestly, Roxana probably fell asleep at the desk.
Oh.
Alright. So, you fell asleep at the desk, and you're woken up by a few knocks on your door. They're firm yet polite. You hear from outside a man's voice. Lady Roxana, I believe the guest you mentioned yesterday has arrived.
Oh shoot. And she's like gonna shuffle closed papers, like smooth out her hair. A moment, please, and then straighten out her clothes.
There's no hurry just quite yet. Our dean is currently leading them through the establishment. She's taking a moment to allow you time to prepare. Please make any preparations you need.
Thank you for the notice, then.
Of course, ma'am.
Mm.
And you hear the sound of a few steps walking away. A few minutes afterwards, you hear the sound of footsteps coming in closer, along with the loud thud of a metallic cane. And after that, 3 polite knocks resonate on the door once more. Lady Roxana, I believe the guest you mentioned yesterday has arrived to come and greet you.
Roxana's still smoothing out her appearance, getting out any ink smudges that might be there.
Mm-hmm. The main one is just the imprint of the actual desk on your face. It's hard to make it go away. You can still faintly see just the outline of the desk.
They're trying to smooth it over or rub at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like combing her fingers through her hair and maybe trying to get to cover it a little bit. If that doesn't work, whatever. Well, and she's gonna.
You can have cleaned yourself up.
No, she's just gonna be like a moment, and then she's gonna open the door. Oh, yes, hello.
You see an elderly woman, with the same actually the same woman you saw the last time you entered the building. She smiles at you shortly. Greetings, Lady Roxana. Is this the guest you mentioned yesterday?
Oh yes, Van Elgin. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, thank you, ma'am, for bringing them here.
Of course. Is there anything you'd like to require of me before I take my leave?
Van Elgin, do you need anything? Perhaps a drink or? Food or? I do know you're in quite the predicament earlier. I could understand if you might be a bit famished.
Oh, well, there is food, yeah, sure.
Of course. Is there anything you'd prefer? I'll bring whichever might please you.
You got any pastries?
Of course. I'll bring over our finest assortments of pastries.
Could you also bring up a cart of like coffee and milk, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
She gives you a deep bow, or at least
And-
as deep as her aged posture can give.
Roxana will bow back as a thank you kind of bow, not a.
You honor me, and she begins to walk away, slowly.
Here, come in. This was actually supposed to be your room. I apologize. I just took it for tonight.
Oh, no, you're okay. Just like, you said that Lady Oksana, like, she soothed out her appearance, but does she, like, look like she's well slept and everything? Like, does she look normal?
I mean, she's purple. Would you be able to tell?
No!
I think like there's a bit of the skin that would be darker just because of
That'd be darker, but like, would you really be able to tell since it's already purple? Like, if you're really looking at it, yeah, you'd see like her eyes are a little bit puffy because she just woke up. And her hair is not as like straightened out, and her robes are a little bit more rumpled than they normally would be. And most of the gold is off, like the jewelry is off.
Yeah, so nothing like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like you'll like see like if she's like running her hands through her hair a little bit more nervously, trying to get you accommodated. Oh, here, let's go sit down in the foyer. All right?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry for waking you up.
No,
if you were sleeping.
I feel so bad that we had to leave you down there. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
Because when
It
we
was a bit
checked,
weird,
you're still breathing, and it looked like nothing was ailing you, but we tried to move you. You just couldn't.
It's okay. Thank you for trying. I guess I was physically here, but not mentally.
So I am curious as to what happened. I know you said you felt a connection to it prior to you I guess freezing.
Yeah, it felt like something was challenging me, but right now it's all really foggy, I guess. Like it's kind of out of reach.
Yeah, here, sit down. And she's gonna like guide you over to a chair. And we'll get you fed. Would you... It is quite late at night, but perhaps we should let the others know that you're okay.
How long has it been since I've been out, by the way?
Well, she said yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
Yesterday? Like, so it's been a day?
But I meant more of like, I think it's past midnight at least. Right?
Are you asking for the time right now?
We're asking what time, yeah, roughly what time, is it the next day or is it that night?
I mean, it was the night when you left, now it's in the early morning. So, clearly it's not been a day, although the day has shifted.
Yeah, okay. It is quite late at night, and we did have quite an eventful day. So they're probably asleep. I didn't mean to fall asleep quite yet, but I must have drifted off.
How long did you stay up?
Oh, I was just doing some crossing over in my notes, seeing if I missed anything. And I was just letting people know that we're going to the academy tomorrow to learn more about the temple.
Did you guys end up figuring out anything when I was gone?
Well, we discovered that we all had the same vision. Did you also? You saw an elven man using himself to fight back an army and
Yeah.
teach it
I did.
Yes. So we discovered that, and the main statue, the plaque had changed. And it mentioned a place called Nibor, which I believe is like a long lost city in the Sheld, and it was another thing about discovering or rediscovering who you were, or becoming yourself again. I still don't know how those are quite connected, so I'd like to study that, and anything I can learn about what it was referred to as the Sheld.
The shell?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's some pretty good progress.
Not as much as I'd like. There were... See, I don't know if what changed for you when you had come to, but most of the statues of the princes had disappeared. And originally 3 statues approached us. And essentially each in armor of the enemy forces we saw in the vision. And the plaque basically implied that we had to recreate how they died to move on and unlock more secrets. So we managed to figure out that one had drowned. However, there's 2 more statues in there that we have yet to figure out. And I believe that's the next step. You wouldn't happen to know what would cause hundreds of thousands of microscopic holes, would you?
I can't say I do, no.
It was worth a shot. But yes, we have to figure out how those 2 had died. But yeah, I believe that's majority of what you've missed.
Well, thanks for catching me up to speed.
Yes, and I believe those pastries should be arriving soon, so we can get you fed, and maybe, even if it's this early, some coffee to go with them.
You can see, like, now that you guys have stopped talking, you see Van Alden kind of, like, awkwardly just look around the room.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna describe the room.
No, you can describe it. Go ahead.
Alright. It's a very, very grandiose room. Probably the fanciest one you've ever been in. It's very wide, at about 70 to maybe 80 foot in either direction. You can see that it's mainly separated by only one partition. In one corner of the room, you can see that there's a large desk with quite a few papers lying on it. In another corner, you can see there's a huge bath that's encrusted into the very floor. There's a great window bay that gives you a gorgeous view over the city so far down below. And in the other corner of the room, you can see a huge bed that would see no issue at all accommodating 10 people.
So,
I realized, so this was to be your room. I just was gonna stay the night so we could all o'clock in the morning. But if you're uncomfortable, I didn't sleep in the bed or
Oh.
anything, so it's perfectly fine. I do have a place I can stay, so if you need me to, I can go. I just want
Roxana,
to make
relax. Relax. This place is just amazing. Do you stay at places like this often?
I haven't left the city in a while. I usually stay at the manor, or I guess it's more of the palace. Granted, that's only been for the past 2 years. It is quite a lot, I know.
What? You're a bit young to be doing all this, aren't you? What is your deal with Oile anyway?
Oh, he's essentially my patron, or he's my sponsor. He helped me pay for my education, and helps me get to where I am today. I owe him a lot. They didn't
You
give
like-
you a hard time, right?
Oh, no, I've worked with him in the past.
Okay.
It's just that he's a bit of a scary guy to owe things, and I don't know, it's a bit surprising
Well,
to see someone like you working for him.
I wouldn't say it's that surprising. I mean, Camilla and Guildford are quite nice once you get to know them.
That's fair.
I mean, it came off as an obligation. I want to do this for him. I honestly am very curious to know what's lying in that temple, I guess.
Yeah, me too. And the whole several different prophecies is a bit odd as well.
I haven't quite had a prophecy, but I do get dreams. Granted, my dreams have more brought me to this moment rather than showing me life-changing events.
Brought you to this moment. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
Nothing, it's just I've had dreams that have influenced my decisions and have given me access to opportunities I wouldn't have had otherwise.
They sound a little bit more than just dreams, don't you think?
Well, at the academy I did study divination. That is my specialty.
Oh,
And on that
Is it-
note, we'll briefly switch focus to Arias.
hooray.
Ayo.
What's Arias doing during all this?
Wait, what time is it?
It's about 7 a.m., maybe 8.
Guy's snoozing. You expect him to be up at 7?
Nah. Alright, just wanted to make sure. We'll switch then to Erhad as Arias is enjoying a long and comfortable nap.
The rising sun slowly setting beams,
What?
golden light filling the room, you know? That sunrise golden hour?
Yep. Wait,
Gorgeous.
is that what that means? Oh
Yeah.
my god, the anime's name makes so much more sense now.
What?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, what's Arias? Oh, sorry, not Arias. What's Erhad doing?
He probably woke up as soon as there was any light from the sun, like the just as soon as like possible, since that's just what he's used to, and he's just doing some sword drills right now.
Yeah, you'd see that stuff rising over the city and shit too.
Mm-hmm. This is a gorgeous view. Alright, so you're just doing sword drills. We will then go back to Roxana and Benaldi. Divination.
I study divination. That's my specialty.
Oh, that's. I have no experience with magic, so I don't really know much about it, but that's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I mean, you must have something special in store for you if you're. I forgot. Were you the one that was approached by Mirazara? That's out of character.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, was you?
That was crazy, by the way, but anyway.
I mean, for you to have been approached by Mirazara.
It's just, I don't really know what that means, but I'm excited to know more. It makes me
Then
feel
for-
important. And that's
Here for
important.
the journey, then.
Yeah, it's not often you get to be like a part of like an entire storyline kind of thing. It makes me feel important, like I'm I'm a main character.
It is really exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, hell, I'd argue. Well, I'd have to see if I can get a peek at some of Lord Petrie's research. But the voice when we enter the temple, and the vision, that has to mean something.
Well, yeah, I imagine so as well, but he doesn't seem very eager to share anything with us.
Him and his brother don't have the most ideal relationship as far as I know. I've never officially met him. Well, he's not the social sort, Lord Petrie.
People fall out, I guess. Not the biggest deal.
A fallout, yeah. Well, or what the Oiles, they have their fingers in all the pies, I guess. Petrie does the research. And Snake does the...
I think your mic cut out.
And Snake does the trade. Or the business.
It's good to work with people sometimes.
I will say I'm envious of him at times. I'd like to not show up to a party if I could. How about you? Are you more of an introvert or an extrovert?
Introvert, I'd say.
I should stop drilling you then.
I
Perhaps
think I
should take a
started it
seat.
first.
Oh, it's alright. I understand. You just want to learn who you're working with. Perhaps I should get the others when the pastries arrive, and maybe we can have breakfast together.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Oh, there's only so long I can stall for room service.
I was like, yeah.
I was just wondering how far it would go. As the two of you's conversation peters out, Arias and Rahat, you smell a delicious smell coming through the hallway. The both of you first. And then Roxana, and Van Algen as well. It's a lot of very rich smell. You can smell the sugary sweetness of an apple pastry. You can smell the rich darkness of beautifully blended coffee. You can hear the light tinkle of a cart going along. It stops in front of your door, Roxana, and you hear 3 polite knocks. Lady Roxana, we have brought the breakfast you requested.
Oh, please come in.
The door opens with the delicious smell still wafting its way in both Arias and Urhan's rooms.
Araya starts to dream of pastries.
But does not wake up.
No.
Okay. You start to dream of jumping from an apple crumble to a strawberry jam.
This is my excuse to finish my food.
That's a good point.
He's snoozing.
And coming inside, you see an actually rather young man with short hair of ruffled blonde. He comes in with a silver cart on which the uppermost tray is filled with pastries. You can see some of them seem to be more closely aligned with cakes, while many of them are more closely related to traditional pastries, small chocolatines and tartinettes, strewn all over. He pushes the cart in and takes out from the lowermost tray a quite hefty jug of, a quite hefty vessel that emanates with the rich smell of coffee. Taking out a few cups, he sets them on the uppermost tray. Do you prefer your coffee in any given way?
Cream and 2 sugars, please.
Of course. He takes out the required ingredients with clearly practiced ability and pours you a beautiful coffee that he then hands to you on a small silver plate.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. And Roxana's gonna put it down and go to her main robe with all the pockets and shit and pull out 3 gold and hand it over to him.
Gives you a bow. Thank you very much. As for you, do you have any preference for your coffee, good sir?
Oh, I'm alright, thanks.
Very well. Please enjoy to the fullest. And he sets down the trays on a large round glass table that's in the centermost part of the room. Both silver trays lay there in chats next to each other as he pushes away the small cart and closes the door behind him. Does Urhan react in any way to that?
To what exactly?
The whole delicious smells coming down the hallway and all that?
No.
No. Alright, he's still doing sword drills?
Yeah, he's doing his routine.
Alright. By this time, it would probably be almost 9 a.m.
Alright, you stay here and enjoy the pastries. I'll go get our companions.
Alright.
And for sake of giving Moon time to eat, Roxana will knock on Earhart's door.
It will crack open just enough for a voice to get out. Hello?
Oh, good morning, Earhart. I wanted to invite you over for cakes and coffee. And also, our friend Van Algen showed up, so if you'd also like to check on them.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to come over whenever. If you have your own routine, don't interrupt it on my account.
It's okay. And then he just closes the door.
Roxana will now move on to the next door.
That's hilarious.
He's smiling, by the way, this entire time. Like, oh, good morning. Oh, yeah, she's gonna knock on whoever's next.
Alright. You knock on Arias's door. Arias, you can faintly hear the sound of light thuds from your dream as you're falling headfirst into a delicious chocolate fondant.
Hell yeah. What?
Oh, good morning.
Oh, hi.
Van Algen showed up last night and we're enjoying cakes and coffee. If you'd like to join us.
I'm enjoying cakes. It's fine.
Well. Then, alright. I'll leave you
Hear
to
like
it
a
then.
thud from inside.
Are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
How stressed does he sound?
Not like stressed, but like confused. It's like when you wake up and you don't know where you are, but also there's a thud and something has happened.
Alright, so you take as long as you need, but yeah, we'll be eating over in my room. Feel free to come by whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And now to the last room.
You knock on Vontron's door and there is no answer.
Excuse me. What's his? It's number 47. All right. Vontron.
There is
Hello?
no answer.
I don't know if I'm being ignored or not, or if you're still asleep. We're having cakes and coffees over in my room. Van Algen showed up. Feel free to come by when you can. Staring at the door. Gonna wait a few moments. Alright. Turn around, walk back to the room.
Then you walk back to the room, slightly more dejected with every encounter. Van Algen, you see Roxana enter the room, empty-handed and alone.
Everyone's still asleep?
Earhart was up, and I believe Arise is just waking up. I figured I'd give him more time.
We'll be here soon.
Yeah, how long it takes Earhart to get to that room depends on whether his if his clothes were his washed clothes were brought to his room or not.
Yes, his wash clothes were indeed brought to his room. You yourself see there is a not a pedestal, what do you call him? A mannequin upon which his armor has been laid out. It is gleaming. Any small imperfection or anything like that has clearly been mended or fixed. It looks not only brand new, it looks better than brand new. This is astounding.
Alright, if it's there, then yeah, he's just gonna put it on and then head on over.
Alright. Put on your resplendent armor and head over to the room. It's easy to locate through the scent of beauty and majesty. Walking down the hall, I reach there. 3 knocks.
Come in.
And he will just slowly open the door and then just step inside. And he will just do a small wave at Van.
Hey.
Sir Earnhardt, you decided to come. Here, come in. Come sit down.
Okay. And then he'll close the door. And just kind of walk over and then just sit down slowly.
Feel free to grab whatever you like.
And he will just nod and then just stare at it.
You stare at the pot of coffee and the about half dozen clean ceramic cups.
You don't like cake?
You know, Rama, given where Earhart grew up, has he ever eaten a cake? I don't think he ever would have.
Cake?
Your definition of cake is more akin to bread for these people.
Oh man.
As for coffee and sugar, don't even dream about it. You have never. This is the first time you have heard of coffee.
He's just
Would you?
gonna like shake his head, just no thank you.
Oh, could I get you something else then?
No thanks, I'll be okay.
Surely you're gonna need your energy later. What do you normally like? You fucker.
What?
He dipped. He channeled in her hot. He would bail from the
You
conversation.
checked out mentally and physically.
Honestly, I get that. I respect that.
Yeah.
Can Arias show up then to fill space?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Please don't have me talking at empty husk for the next one. 'Cause she woulda.
I was like, what would you even think happened? You had like a panic attack. What?
But she would've been like, she would've been like, let me get this prepared for you. Let me set this up for you.
All right. So as Arias, did Earhart close the door behind him?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
So Arias, as you get up, get prepared, and head over to this delicious smell. What do you do?
Not much. Still got bedhead. Doesn't really care much. He heads over to the door that he thinks is Roxana's and knocks.
Is it in fact Roxana's, or is it just a door?
I kind of want to roll for that. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, sure.
I'll roll like
Ro-
a d. Wait, what do you want me to roll? Sorry.
Roll any dice. If it's even, it's the right door. If it's odd, it's not.
That's terrifying. That's a 50% chance.
Yep. That's
It
what I do
is
for Dara's
even.
character when she's. Oh, we got to get the right one. Good job.
Wow.
For
Yeah.
Daria, if she rolls even, she does not spew out zombie worms.
No, it's the opposite. If it's even, I do. If it's odd, I don't, and I only
Oh,
roll
dude.
evens.
All right. Yeah.
It's great
She's done it like
when you don't
9
have to roll or he forgets.
Yeah. She's done it like 9 times in a row. She just doesn't stop. She is infecting the world with zombie worms.
Which I think is the best way of knowing I don't fudge my dice rolls, because I would have fudged it if I could.
That's a good point. We don't do dice fudges here.
Yeah.
At some point, a badass Amazonian queen just came in, proceeded to not roll above 10 an entire combat encounter, and I was just sitting there miserable, like, please.
I think my favorite thing was I held her in place the entire time.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Not before she knocked my lights out.
She beat the shit. She would have beat the shit out of you.
That's
Anyway,
right.
sorry about that. So you get the right door. You knock on the right door, and Roxana, or Hot, and Van Algen, you hear a few knocks from outside.
Oh, please do come
Stand
in.
up. You like start getting up to like and then just sit back down slowly.
I love him so much.
Arias opens the door and you see like him in like with big bed head, like rubbing his eyes.
Oh, good morning.
Morning. I
Please
smell
come, help
something
yourself.
Good.
Yeah, we got some pastries this morning. As you can see, our friend Van Algen showed up.
Oh,
This is
hi.
this way. Hello.
Why? What happened?
Statue took my consciousness for a while, I think, and had a whole vision type thing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You had a vision? Sorry.
I did something while I was there, but like I said, I don't really remember it too well right now.
Well, I'm gonna eat pastries now. And he sits down and starts eating pastries.
Vince,
When-
He's very
you
tired.
kind of see that Earhart just looking just straight at you.
Well, Arias?
And Earhart just looking straight at the van.
No. So no one's paying attention to Arias as he goes to Pound Town on the cake.
Once Arias starts eating, you see Van Alden like pick up like a little piece of cake, and like there's like a little pouch on his like thigh. You can see it's like the most pristine thing on him, and from it he picks up a little hedgehog and puts it on the plate.
Like a real hedgehog?
Oh,
Yeah.
Arias stares.
oh, it's a
It's
little friend.
How do you want to do this, Yash? Do you control him or do I control him?
You can control him. Go ahead.
Alright. If you ever want control, you can just say he does that. Like
Okay.
a familiar you would. You can see he kind of looks around Arias, kind of staring back at you from down where he is. And he begins to waddle around a little bit on the table, going for some cake. And he begins to munch on an apple crumpet.
Arias is just staring in awe.
You see like Van Alden just look around. Oh yeah, I didn't introduce you guys. This is Shroom.
He
True.
turns around as the one command.
Oh.
Oh, that's adorable. Hello, little friend.
Shroom, say hi.
He kind of turns into a little ball, with the spice kind of all around, and he jumps out almost like a star.
I love him.
I also have a friend. Well, sort of.
You have a pet?
I have a pet. I forgot if I named it. Did I name it wrong?
I don't think he did.
I don't think I did either. I'm trying to actually find the document real quick. Because I knew it was a specific type.
Oh yeah, it was the water one.
It was the water one? Alright. So yeah, Roxana's gonna mutter under her breath. You can't really pick it up. And she's gonna lift her hand, and you see something start to slither out from her sleeves. And you see the tiny little head of a water snake peek out.
Oh.
Yo.
And he's gonna stick out his tongue at you.
I should get a pet. Wow.
I
As
had a
with,
name for him too. I don't remember his name.
You should name him.
I know, I created a name for him that was perfect, and now I'm forgetting it completely.
Raven Nightblood.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like that's taken.
For context, when Yasha's character in the actual campaign had to go undercover, That is the name she gave.
Oh my god, that's great. I love that.
It's the only thing I could think of. I don't know why. But yeah, alright, so you should totally get at it.
This is Faust. I'll just give him a name.
That's on the nose. Do snakes have noses? I don't know. That's
No.
good though. That's good.
Wait, his name is Faust?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, intriguing.
This might be subject to change, but that's the first thing that I had a name kind of along those lines, and I don't remember.
You can change it later when you remember.
Mm-hmm. Like with Yasha's pet, are you the one in control or am I?
Oh, I'll control.
Alright.
Or when it's appropriate, I'll control him.
Yeah. Generally, he's kind of just idle animationing then.
Yeah. He's wrapped around like her wrist, and he's like showing up on the back of her hand.
Alright.
Yeah, alright, so you should totally get a pet. It's like having a little partner in crime.
What sort of thing should I get? Like, what do you think would suit me? I don't really know anything about pets.
Well, I guess I don't really know. Well, Roxana, how did you get your little snake?
Well, he's my familiar. So really, he's like part of me.
That's deep. Wow. So
I'm sorry,
was...
I can't give you more than that.
Oh. Where's the other guy, by the way?
I knocked on his door, but he wasn't responding.
Huh.
He's in there, right? Like his room?
Are you
But-
sure?
I believe that I went to the room that he took, yes.
He bailed an hour before the session, lads. I didn't have time to prepare anything.
Yeah,
Please
that's
have
okay.
mercy.
No, you're good, you're good.
By the way, Arias,
Perhaps-
Fruit has gone towards your plate and is now attempted to try and begin to eat your cake.
I want to feed him.
He accepts with joy.
Yay! I'm feeding him a pastry.
Alright.
Yeah.
Also, Shroom, you have to be polite. You can't just go up to people's plates.
It's okay. It's okay. He's cute, so I'll accept. I'll accept it.
He turns back to you, Ben Algan, as you say that, almost in shock. And then he turns back to you, Arias, and you can see his little snout bopping up and down as he kind of nods or bows towards you a little bit.
Oh,
These are friends. We can't just take from them. Other people you can take.
He eyes the room suspiciously, looking for non-friends, but for them.
Oh.
And then he goes back to eating cake at Arias's command.
hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Not looking away from Shroom. Earhart just says out loud, "Is your hedgehog a chosen one as well?"
Yeah, we can make it work.
We can make it work.
We can make it work.
He's not necessarily specified in the prophecy, but I think he's destined for big things. And he was with me when the whole thing was said, so he might be included, honestly.
When you found him, he was surrounded by a halo of golden light.
When I found him, he was surrounded by a halo of golden light.
You just hear him just like mutter.
I'm gonna cry.
Peculiar.
What did you say, Lexina?
Oh, I just said that's peculiar.
Yeah.
He turns and looks at you, proud.
Yeah, you're my little prophecy. After he eats the cake from Arias' thing, he's gonna like go up to like Earhart. And just stare at him.
You're gonna kill this man.
Yeah, depending on how long you stare at him, because at first it's just like he's just kind of like he doesn't notice for a second, and then like you see his helmet move ever so slightly, and then he just does not make eye contact. Like he does not turn at all. He's just kind of sitting there.
Like Shroom like moves back and forth, and he like it looks like he like tries to like jump onto you. It looks like he like wants to be in your hand.
He kind of like recoils back a little bit.
I just think Shrimp likes you. I don't think he means harm.
I shouldn't be near animals.
Why not?
I break things accidentally sometimes.
I do too, but like animals are fine. It just
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Frost
Sure,
can
it's
come
fine.
back.
He just shakes his head as he kind of like looks at his hands.
don't you want to pet him? Like he's so cute.
He nods.
Give him like a tiny little pat. Like I'm sure I'll be fine.
Maybe use like a finger and like brush his head almost.
Yeah.
I need to make a personal roll
He
for
kind of
him.
nuzzles into your
Or-
palm.
Why don't you feed him a pastry?
Well, that's a 1, so he just shakes his head.
Aw.
He just seems a little afraid.
I mean,
It's okay. If you think it's for the best that you shouldn't pet him, it's fine.
if you're worried about hurting Shrew by accident, Faust works a little different. You won't hurt him.
What do you mean?
Faust, and he's kind of doing little head bobby thing up from Roxana's wrist right now.
Hmm.
But we said water snake because of where we were, Rama. It's actually poisonous snake.
Oh my god.
I think it's got a swim speed anyway.
That's why it has a swim speed. That's why we thought water snake.
It works.
And that's a it's a cute little poison snake.
Little guy.
He's a little guy. He's
predator shaped.
honestly he's probably white with purple tints.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that is Orochimaru.
God damn it, no.
I don't want to know.
Alright. And he's gonna just kind of stare at you and go and "Bleh," and do the little bleh. Well, he's a manifestation of my magic.
You can't see his expression, but it doesn't seem like that has convinced him.
He wouldn't mind you touching him.
It's not that, I just...
And since he is my magic, he will not be hurt in the traditional way living creatures are.
I'm trying to think if that would be enough.
I don't want to force you into something you're uncomfortable with, but maybe for baby steps.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Lick the snake. Lick the snake.
What?
What?
God? Why? What is that?
I
Why is there a
if,
voice
You're
in my head?
referencing something I don't know what that is.
if you can't lick the snake, I guess you'll just have to pet him.
Peer pressure D&D edition.
I love peer pressure.
He just shakes his head.
Alright. And Faust will kind of sink back down and loosely wrap around Roxana's wrist a bit more.
By this point, it's probably about 10.
I'm worried about you not eating. Do you want me to prep? Have you? Are you sure there's nothing else I can get for you? Like even water, at least.
I've ate. I did this morning.
Oh. Okay. All right then. All right, and you two, are you all filled up?
Yeah, I'm ready to go if everyone else is.
I'm all good.
Shroom
So-
nods ferociously.
Then Ogden's gonna like extend his hand to like pick him back up and put him into his little like pouch.
Earhart's
Indeed.
shoulders visibly like sag as he's like finally off of him.
Oh.
You do so.
Yeah, Roxana's gonna like make to get up and go towards the desk. And like if you're paying attention, you'll see movement from underneath her sleeves of like Faust going higher up. I gotta have some creepy element, guys.
At some point, he's gonna shake someone and the snake comes out and bites them.
Politics, you never know. Alright then, and she's gonna collect her papers and her notebook and put them together. I think our best bet would be to go to the academy to find out more in their library and see if they have anything pertaining to the temple.
Earhart will just nod.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Sorry.
good
I
plan.
was
to me.
contemplating
Sounds right.
whether or not if Earhart was literate.
He could very well not be.
I was thinking about making him like illiterate, but it's like, given what he wants to do, I think it would make sense if he would have pursued to try to know how to read. So
That's true.
Out of curiosity, how are all of you dressed?
first image I sent, that's what he's in. Unless you catch
Does
him
he
at
still
night.
got the bow tie on?
No, it is gone.
Like state of clothes or clothes in general.
Clothes in general.
He has like I forgot what I said. I'm gonna lie. Like a dress shirt and like kind of fancy-ish shorts. I don't have to explain it really. It's just kind of
So,
like he's attempting to put an effort in, but like
okay.
still very casual and comfy looking.
Is that an Alden? He's not like wearing like proper clothes. It's like his like shell and his skin kind of make it look like he kind of has armor on, but he doesn't. And like on his thighs though, he has like some like pouches and some like belts.
Wait, so is he not wearing clothes?
I guess not, because I can't wear clothes. I'm a turtle.
Well, you're a turtle.
Yeah, but it's just like weird. Do you put a shirt on over the shirt?
Do you Pooh Bear it?
It's like a reverse Pooh Bear where it's like only pants.
So SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm SpongeBob.
Okay.
I
it
looked up
looks like-
turtle. The only thing I
Yeah.
see of a turtle with clothes is one where it covers everything. Like it's
Yeah.
it's made to go over the shell. And
It's a poncho, yeah.
How?
It's like it's
yeah,
not like
how
you
did-
can remove the shell.
Yeah, that-
to put on
Yeah,
it.
it's just like there's one of those. It's cute, but yeah. Alright, I get it. That's why I'm like, I didn't know how humanoid they were.
That's fair. I don't have a great reference in this right now.
Oh, look at that. It's a guy. Alright.
He's just a little goo.
He's just.
Ah,
Alright, well, I think this is alright for now. However, if we are to meet anyone a bit more high up, I believe we would need to get you all some proper formal wear. We do not need to do that now, however. But I will make a note of that.
Cool. Interesting. Okay. I can buy up with that.
I would
As you
ask that
say
you
that,
guys.
Sure, go ahead.
Nope.
No, you.
I was gonna use transition words.
Transition words. That's just what you were gonna say.
I like. Having said that, is there anything you guys need from your rooms? If not, let's go. That's what I was gonna say. Transition words.
position.
I assume you get all you need from your rooms, and you go to exit the building. Yes.
Yes.
Earhart already had all of his stuff back. Like he already brought everything to that room.
For the record, when Erhard, you entered the room, it was clear to both Roxana and Algan, and later Arias, that your armor is now so clean. Before it had the dirt and grime of actual daily use, but now it's just shining. Roxana, this is armor that you could just wear in a throne room or anything like
Yeah.
that.
So I was like, yeah, this is good for now. This is good.
And you make your way out of the building, once more taking the huge elevator ride downstairs. As you, Roxana, Arias, and Erhard enter it, you do notice the patterns seem to have changed a little bit. Maybe it changes every day? The ride down is very smooth, and you find yourself in the grand hall once more, ready to exit. The aged lady that escorted you and Algan upstairs bows at you as a group. I really do hope you've had a pleasant stay.
Yes, it was wonderful. Thank you very much. The 4 rooms will still be open though for now, correct? I believe.
Yes, if you'd like to keep them for another 9, you can very much add that to the tab as you requested earlier.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. She bows, and you guys leave? Question mark.
Yes.
Alright. You leave the building and you find yourself on the street. People coming and going to and fro. People are very busy. You see carts coming and going, merchants clearly trying to get some nice trades. You can see people from all around the world. You see some beast folk, you see some elves, some dwarves. Humans are everywhere, as they typically tend to be. And you're in no shortage of odd and curious creatures as you make your way into the streets of Kel Didrith. And you make your way to the academy, or do you stop anywhere else? Dario.
Earhart's got 20 gold. He's not doing anything.
You can
Yeah,
buy
Roxana's not shopping right now. Why would she?
What about Arias and Van Alden?
Rice will just follow wherever other people go, to be honest. He's not really... He doesn't have any specific goals.
Alright. I assume same for Van Allen? Question mark? Alright.
Oh.
Van Elgin has suddenly disappeared.
Yeah,
Van Allen's
Algen's dead.
oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he fucking
Oh.
died. Shroom takes over his body and uses it as like Remy from Ratatouille.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Hammond.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm not doing anything.
Well said, well said.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you make your way to the academy with Roxana leading the way. You go
Have any of
through-
you traveled to Kildidrith before?
I assume Erhard has not even heard this name.
It is the place you're in. It's the capital of the Grand Duchy of Kelrin and one of the most advanced cities in the world.
Yes, but has he heard of it? Because I don't know if he would have. At least,
Yeah.
actually, he probably would have recently, but I don't know if he would have in
Yeah.
his hometown.
In his hometown, maybe not. But recently, as he has been traveling, yeah, probably.
So he just shakes his head.
Damn,
He does seem to be
Alden
keeping an
with
eye
the-
on the sky though, for some reason.
You, Finalian.
Hmm?
Have you ever traveled here before?
I've been here a couple of times before, right?
That's where you got your payout, so to speak.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been here once or twice.
And as you converse, you arrive fairly quickly at the academy. Roxana, you have no issue at all locating it, nor does really anybody else. It is one of the most impressive buildings, if not the most, in the entirety of the city. Taking up a huge part of it, you can see it has towering spires that float high in the air. As Roxana, you yourself would know, is common for magical academies. Though everybody else, this is definitely their first time seeing anything like it. There's a huge campus with a variety of buildings, the most impressive of which is cylindrical and goes up almost like a flight of stairs through the bits in between the actual flights of stairs. You can see huge windowed bays that let you see inside. Where you are, it's hard to make out any details, but Roxana, you yourself would know that these range from classrooms to storage rooms to into libraries and a grand variety of practical rooms to be used. And you have now arrived. What do you do?
Welcome to the academy. So normally I would check in with the professor and see if we were granted access, but first, actually, since we might be staying here for a while, let me show you to where I stay, primarily here. So if we get separated, you would know where to find me. Besides, but maybe the professor would be in his normal rooms as well.
This place is kind of crazy.
Well, it's
You stay here like often?
yes, I have a set of rooms here.
Wow.
This is where I've spent most of my time for the past few years. It's actually what I came to Kel Didrith for.
I see. So, wait, which pot do you stay in then? Is it like I don't know. I don't know how this place works. It's kind of intimidating.
Is there like a residential wing?
No, there is no residential wing.
Oh, so I'm just
Anyone that comes here is assumed to be able to take care of their lives. You're a bit of an exception. Your residency is at the top of one of these spires that floats high in the sky. You're able to see it from where you are.
well. As this is we're in the Grand Duchy, of course, and one of the top academies in the continent. So, residency isn't quite the norm here. I will admit I do have a bit of privilege when it comes to that. My quarters are right over there, and I'm gonna point. I'm assuming upwards.
Yes, indeed, upwards.
Arias has his mouth like wide open in shock. Like, how do you say that like so casually?
Days and days of repeating it in front of a mirror.
I mean, I wasn't asking like literally, but I mean, good for you. You know, confidence do you good. You know, I'm proud of you.
Something you'll notice as you speak to more people here is it's a requirement.
I see. Okay. Well, I've got plenty of that. I think. Yeah. I know how to talk, so I think I'll be fine. Okay, but can you show me your room? I'm actually kind of curious.
Well, it's mainly showing you just so you know where it is. We could go all the way up if you would like.
Oh yeah, of course. Just so I know where it is. Yeah. Just so I know. Not that I want to see it or anything.
I guess a peek won't hurt. We would have to go to one of the teleportation areas.
Teleportation? What?
It's a magic school?
Yeah, I just kind of didn't think about that. Okay?
What is that?
Oh, follow me. And
Okay.
I followed.
And I'm gonna take him up the quickest route to my rooms.
Yo.
All right.
Great, thank you.
As you go to enter, you find yourself at the bottom of a long and tall set of stairs. The stairs themselves are marbled, and on either side, as well as in the centermost part of it, you can see there's a grand set of statues. None of them repeating, but all of them going slowly but surely up. You lead them up the stairs and entering the building through grandiose gates guarded on either side by gargantuan statues of winged beings. As you do, you find yourself in a great hall. The roof is a good 100 feet above your heads, and you can see that on either side of it, there's great staircases that lead in a spiraling motion into the building. There's also a hallway that leads further in, going straight. And from that one, you can see a great variety of branching paths. The thing that most immediately is seeking your attention, Roxana, is, as you see them, one of the teleportation circles. In the very center part of this great hall, there's one huge, about 30 feet by 30 feet, circle of gilded gold and intricate designs that interlock with each other. As you look at them, Roxana, something that you have come to forget due to all the time strikes you, Arias. Just looking at it, you already know how it works. All you need to do is get on it and push a little bit of magic, like opening a door. It seems completely instinctive to you.
Hell yeah.
What do y'all do?
If you step over here, please.
I step over. He's a little bit like, not like a tiny bit hesitant, just like kind of looking at it.
Earhart is looking around for stairs.
They are incredibly easy to find. Both the ones to the left and right are enormous. Whoever built this place must have been like 80 feet tall.
Okay, so he'll just keep going, but now he's just confused.
Oh, Earhart, come over here. Here, stand next to me over here. You two, Vanagan.
I don't think I've ever used a teleportation thing this fancy before.
Huh? Alright. You guys take a deep breath. And Roxana's gonna activate it. She's gonna...
Yep. And as you push the magic into it, you all find yourself lost in a sea of purple. All around you, starry skies erupt. You find yourself in an endless void. You're all floating upwards. And after a few moments, that sky vanishes, and you find yourself in a small hallway that Roxana is fit to describe.
hallway to the hall door, then room.
You cut out for 2/3 of that.
Alright. Is the hallway going immediately into the rooms, or is it...
Yes, it is
Okay.
immediately outside your room.
Okay. No doors, just open archway?
It's outside your room. Your room does.
Okay.
have a door.
So I guess you're in kind of... Meeting room isn't the right way to describe it, but it's essentially it's like an entry room, right? Like, everything is like, kind of matches the aesthetics of the academy so far. Maybe a couple of grand windows with like little ottomans below them. And right in front is a case of a wide pair of doors. And if you would all follow me, please.
Whoa.
And Roxana goes to open them. And you essentially would get what I would imagine would be a mini apartment.
It's like a studio apartment.
It's like it's a little bigger than a studio. She's got like a separate place for her bedroom, and maybe a tiny little office space for her studies. But we're at the top of the spire, so you have these big windows and a couple of hanging plants. Very really pretty curtains and like airy purple curtains. There's little bits and bobs everywhere of things she's collected as she's lived here, or maybe perhaps gifts she's received. While living here, like there's things of just I forget the name of them, but it's like tiny figurines, maybe a nice, like, there's a nice sets of flowers places, and like a small little sitting room, a little kitchenette with a little table. And everything looks nice and tidy, except for the tables. There are papers everywhere. There are books open halfway, and like blankets haphazardly thrown on the couches. It looks like there's a little nest situation going on in one of them at some point, and like leftover cups, like coffee cups on the tables. I didn't expect company. I haven't had a chance to clean up. I just graduated and I had all of my exams.
No, it's fine. Like this is nice.
Yeah,
It's chill.
This is really nice. I should have been a wizard.
Yeah. If only I was smarter. Arias goes and
I can't take full credit for where all this is, to be fair. But yeah, if you ever need even just step away for a moment, a place outside, or a way to contact me, coming here is probably your best option.
Understood, yeah. Arias goes over to the papers and has a little nosy peek.
What does he find?
She would find old prophecies that researchers have gone over extensively. She would find hidden underneath all of them a tarot deck.
Nice.
And she would find a lot, like, little, like, research papers that have already been published by other, like, known research, like, known, like, intellectuals in the field. However, you would see little annotated notes that Roxana has added of where she disagrees with them. You would notice a mug that maybe has like a little owl bear on it or something. Oh.
Aw.
One of the papers regarding the prophecies, the one at the forefront, would be about something regarding a sort of cerulean drake that supposedly conquers doubt and betrayal with the help of a lion. What do y'all do?
Arias like skims it for a bit and then gets bored quite quickly. he's very I don't know what the word is. You get my vibe.
Yeah, there's a couple of random tomes. One's a tome specifically about the history of specific groups in Calren, and like somewhere there's like a map that's been like written on so many times of just the Grand Duchy. And certain important ports or cities have been underlined of remember this.
That's funny.
Oh, and tons of the fantasy equivalent of post-it notes.
Aw.
Do you want me to answer this honestly, Ronald?
It could be a group of hoodlums from the academy.
It's not necessarily a tome, it's a report that one of the professors have made about activity of a certain group within the academy. That Roxana was probably asked to move forward to someone else. At the very bottom of her notes. It is there forgotten. If you'd want to go more into depth with it, Rama.
If someone picks it up. From
Wait, so there's
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So there's a piece of paper with what on it? Like about a group? Okay.
Yeah, you look at the piece of paper that's at the bottom, the very, very end of her notes, talking about some sort of shadowy wizard gang.
Van Allegan's like gonna like point to it and be like, "Can I read this?"
Yeah, there's no harm to it. One of the professors asked me to give it to Sir Oily, but I thought it was nonsense.
Van Allegan will like try to take out the paper without knocking everything over, and then try to read it.
You pick it up and give it a cursory read. Seems to be about a group of students within the academy that seem to value cantrips very much, and are pushing for people to use cantrips much more than actual spells, given that cantrips can be honed and repeated with practical use. The teacher himself laments the activities of this so-called shadow money wizard gang.
Yes.
Shadow Money Wizard Gang. Okay.
So, what you all do?
Well, so here is a place, I guess some sort of place we can use besides your rooms at the hotel, I guess, the residency. But if we could get a move on, I would like to go to the library, into the forbidden section, technically, but we should be able to get in.
I'm
Yeah,
ready to
sure.
go if everyone else is.
Yeah, sure.
Earhart has never entered the room. He is still on the teleportation circle, clutching a rope that seems to be tied around his torso diagonally. He has not moved from that spot ever since the teleportation happened.
Poor guy.
Oh,
Poor guy.
we seem to be missing someone. Earhart, Sir Earhart, and she's gonna like go poke her head outside.
He's just standing there, like you can't really see his face, so you don't really know.
He's standing there with a rope tied diagonally across his
Yeah,
chest.
he's just holding on to it.
Oh, Sir Earhart, you didn't have to wait outside. You can come in.
He kind of just like looks around.
Oh, it only activates with use of magic. It's not gonna activate randomly on you if that's what you're concerned about.
He will take a
Bless
cautious
you.
step off of it.
I forget, I've had years to get used to this, yeah. Everything here kind of runs on magic, and a house level of magic. No cost is spared. There are stairs going everywhere, but the teleportation pads let us get everywhere rather quickly.
He does not seem to. He acknowledges it, but he doesn't say a word as he's just kind of walks over.
Are you feeling alright? Like dizzy, or?
He just nods. A little shakily, but he does.
Oh, alright. Let's get you something to drink then, how about that? And I'm gonna try and guide him inside into a couch.
Mm-hmm. Do you have food? Do you
I
prepare?
mean, imagine I
food?
would have access, like, a tiny kitchenette. I can get him a glass of water. That's what I meant by something to drink.
Probably have some water to create water. You know, magical contraption.
Yeah.
Another question, Rama. Is this room bigger than what Earhart's house would be?
This room isn't that big. It's built on height more than actual width.
Like, big ceilings.
Yeah, so in total, yes, but in actual used space, it's about equal.
I'll keep that in mind.
Also, everything is, like, kind of on the pink and purple side in her apartment. With bits of gold as the embellishment. Not actual gold, but, like, the color gold.
Can be actual gold.
I suppose who's buying it.
With whose money?
So I wouldn't buy herself actual gold.
I'm just gonna melt down these coins.
Here, sit down and hold on to this if you need to. It's a really, like, fluffy pillow. Like that fabric on the outside that's just really soft. It's a fluffy pillow.
Good.
No, thank
And she's
you.
gonna, here, no, just squeeze this, and she's gonna go and grab you a glass of water.
Do you just hand it to him?
Yeah, she like literally puts it to where your torso
That is
like,
the
here.
only way to get him to do it. Yeah, he'll catch it because he's gonna drop it.
Yeah, well, she's like, I imagine she like kind of like pressured him into sitting down, right?
That's all you need to do. He's,
Yeah. That should not be hard.
Yeah, you're holding a very pink fluffy pillow. She's like, hold on to this if you need to.
So you go get him a glass of water.
Yeah. Do you want to like take your helmet off? Maybe get some air.
Can I ask
Okay.
you for a roll?
Are you asking her to roll audacity?
Persuasion.
I see.
I'll do it.
You're like, if you want. Then the guy's like, I'm like, he might.
This is literally her being like, oh, he said he's dizzy, let's treat that right now.
If it was intimidation, you would have automatically said.
I got a nat 20.
Well,
Oh my god!
Nice. He's
Holy
he's-
shit!
He's out of his Kakashi shit for now.
And if you want me to add my modifier to that, or are we good with the nat 20?
so he will just slowly just kind of take off the kind of top piece of his armor as you see a younger looking guy that has kind of like these like he has black hair, locks, his skin tone is a little bit on the darker side, and it's not like, it's almost like a slight frown that he has, and he just is almost always never quite making eye contact. As I'll go put it in the reference images update. There we go. Just put both of those there.
What are the keys from a Studio Ghibli movie?
He'll just lightly set his helmet down to the side.
Alright, and you let me know if I can get you anything, alright?
He will nod.
Maybe we should hold off on the teleportation pad for a few more moments.
Can we take the stairs down?
I would not recommend it.
There are no stairs down.
There is a window.
There is a window. That is true. That is true. You do have a window. That is factual.
There are multiple very nice tall windows, but I don't know if you're gonna.
You're right. That's the fast stairs.
Unless you can have a way of safely getting down. I'm afraid the teleportation pad is the only way. But, yeah, I know for a fact I don't have anything related to the temple in here, but to get to the forbidden section, would I have needed like written permission or like some kind of permit or some slip or something?
I missed the first half of that. Sorry. Can you read that?
To get into the forbidden section,
Mm-hmm.
would I have needed like a written slip or something?
No. To get in the forbidden section, you would need to sneak in because it is forbidden.
Well, yeah, but I figured it's like the restricted section in Harry Potter, where if you get a professor's or dean's permission, you can go in.
It's not called the restricted section. It's called the forbidden
Forbidden section? Alright.
And why would
What's
you
the point
have
of
it in
even
your
keeping it
library?
section.
Yeah, true.
You think just anybody can walk in there?
I don't know, why would you even have it? Because it's like, alright,
Yeah,
a bunch of these
point?
kids that are trying to
Oh.
obtain a magical power, you can't go in this section, alright?
Well, it's also,
No,
the
I
thing
think you
is-
misunderstood what I just said. What I didn't say was you think just anyone is allowed to go in there. What I said is you think just anyone has the ability to get in there.
Regardless,
Like,
I wouldn't trust a bunch of wizards running around.
I agree.
A bunch of psychos, man.
Yeah, they're wizards. They can get in there like multiple
They're-
different ways.
I do have some stuff.
you have a plan?
No, I was fully thinking like restricted section Harry Potter.
I was just gonna walk in there. I forgot my privilege.
No, it was gonna be. That's why I had a right to like be a thing of like, hi, this is a very specific thing that I'm
Mhm.
going in to look for.
Oh, don't worry, that's gonna come up.
That's gonna come up great. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad we did talk about this beforehand.
Hi, Glad. I'm Dad.
Yeah.
Down vote.
Down vote.
You fools! I was biding my time like Joe.
Well, no, okay. Roxanne has gone into it before though, so she would have an idea of how to get in there again.
The last time she would have gotten in would be kind of actually sneaking in after like while the dean of the library because I can pronounce my
Probably.
ooh. Anyway,
Ruined it.
you don't get to say that, you fucking furry. Anyway,
Rude.
so the last time you would have gotten in there would have been kind of sneaking in the back while the dean was actually going in. So kind of while the door is still open, you rush in. Magical equivalent.
I'm sure we could create a scene that could occur for things to happen, but if we can just, be normal about it, that would be nice, I guess.
That's why I was also thinking she could talk her way into it.
Anyway, so what do you do? Actually, what's Arias doing? It's been a while since he's been looking down on the tiny folk from up on this very high, tall place.
He's just chilling. He's listening. I don't know, he's being nosy, I guess. Like, just looking around.
How nosy.
Like, every now and then picking up, like, one of your knickknacks and looking at it, but, like, not like, invasively. Unless you count that invasive, then yeah, he's being invasive.
Let me know if you go into the bedroom when she's not paying attention.
That'd be
Okay, no,
crazy.
he wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
That would be so funny. What's
So
hiding in the
weird.
room?
Yeah, a few skeletons in the closet.
I don't need. We can move on.
What?
That was a joke.
That was a funny joke. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I was like, that's clever.
Double
you.
sounded so confused.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Like, I know what that expression means, and I was like, I wouldn't put it past her to have a couple dead bodies. Just kind of smash them in.
She's been lovely.
Exactly.
That's like the Daria plot twist where her character is actually evil and crazy.
That's just what she does. She's good at
That is
taking
what she does.
crazy
Actually,
characters.
yeah. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense because Mavis is like really abrasive and scary, but she's actually just a good person.
That is accidentally poisoning the world. Yeah.
Those accident it is against her will.
Yeah, it's not her fault she's the plague.
Well, it is her fault. She's the one that says the plague god.
Okay, I feel like this would have happened even if she hadn't sassed the plague god.
Nah, it wasn't gonna be nearly that bad.
Really?
Really?
You were just gonna be worms, bro. But now you're spreading worms.
Man, Mavis.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if a random creepy dude tells you to kneel. Are you gonna listen to that?
Just look at well, yeah, I guess.
and now hundreds are dead because of that. You don't
Again.
know that, though.
It could have been like a fetish thing for all Mavis knew. She wasn't gonna go into that.
Oh no.
Yeah, you remember how that encounter ended, Rama?
Yeah,
Like
you did
Mavis'
get
impression of
get-
the person is.
you did get warred by a swarm of zombie worms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you Moon's actually heard of that. Look at that.
I have. Only vaguely.
Yeah,
I know
that.
slight context.
Mhm.
I remember that. I sent that in the old server. Wow.
Oh yeah, wasn't that because you didn't know how to respond to that? Without just killing my character right off the bat.
Yeah, at that point I didn't know how to deal with you. I just didn't. I was like, well, this
Deal with
character
you.
would be a shame. So I made a post on Reddit about it. Terrible.
Really? Can we see it?
Terrible idea.
Can we
Don't
see
do
the
that.
Reddit post?
Yeah, it was
Show
a
it, show
GM
it.
Academy.
Do it after session. Be like, show us the post.
Yeah, after. I'll show. Anyway, so what do y'all do?
Okay, well. Alright. I'm going to go. Who was the professor I would have contacted?
The professor you would have most likely contacted would have been Professor Carmen from one of your divination classes, in which obviously you are the top apple, so to speak.
Mm. Alright, well, I have a professor to speak to. If you want, you guys can come with me while I figure out how we get into the forbidden section. Or you could explore if you want, since this is your first time here.
The options are overwhelming.
Regardless, I should probably get us at least back to the normal levels. So if you'd follow me, please.
Alright, you feeling okay?
He puts his helmet back on and then finally looks above the 45-degree angle that he's had his head angled downward. Just nods.
It is a bit jarring. We could all hold hands if that'd make you more comfortable. Or you could hold on to my arm or something if it makes you feel more tethered.
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
You get used
Yeah.
to it, you know?
Oh, you've used the teleportation circles before?
No,
You're just used to it.
I like to pretend I am.
I
Well,
like that.
Thank you.
I believe the expression is fake it to make it, right?
Yeah. Basically.
Well, shall we make our way back down then?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. She will activate her magic again.
So you get on the circle, and once more, a circle, an endless sky of violet stars swirl past you in a feeling that would be familiar to 3 other people that are not here today. And you find your way. You're teleported to the library, right?
I teleported to wherever Professor Carmen would be at this time, whether that be her office or a library or...
Ah, okay. So, at this point, it would most likely be in her office or in one of her classes. The classes themselves are not all linked with the teleportation circle, so the office would probably be your best bet.
That we were about to just teleport inside a class like mid-session.
Ah, yes, everyone, and this is our alumni that has decided to pay us a visit. Give us a round of applause.
Is everyone's studies going well?
No.
With her 3 goons.
Yeah.
Ooh, Miss, what kind of magic do your friends specialize in? Just Erhard looks at them. Sword.
Hey, I can get to people really fast. I can only
Can't
do
wait
it once
to
a
see
day.
Earhart in battle.
So you teleport to the office. It's a huge hallway. On either side, the walls are made of wood. And there's a centermost design of almost an indented square with a large bezel that's all around. It follows all along the wall with a dark brown hue. It's striking, and the more you look at them, it's almost like an optical illusion. The more you look at them, the more you seem to see more squares. You're right in front of a door. At your back, there are stairs, and in front of you, you can see there's a wide array of small plates after small plate after small plate, each of which precedes a wooden door. Roxana, you'd know that each of these is an office. And from the office you actually seek, out of Carmen, someone comes out, a courier, and begins to run towards the stairs, i.e. behind you. As he goes to reach them, he kind of turns around. Oh wow, this job is really easy. Hey, a letter for you! He holds out to you a letter, Roxana. Hello?
She's muted.
I know. Is she here? She might be gone.
Errol, doing Secret Service, I tackle the guy.
Oh no!
It's like, what is this letter you speak of?
As the courier runs past you, he clearly has a dagger hidden in his sleeve. You tackle him to the ground and cut his head off.
Well, that worked out.
He looks around at each of you. Oh, I didn't know there were any people with. Well, either way, she has a letter. Can I? He holds out a hand to you, to the group.
Van Alden will take it.
The hand?
The letter?
Oh, okay. So you take the letter. He still has his hand held out towards you. He gives you a smile.
Van Alden is like gonna like, it kind of like give him like a high five.
You slap down on his hand and give him a high five. He looks at you, turning his head, and then noticing just how actually massive you are, and turns his head more towards Arias. With a polite smile on his face, hopeful eyes, and an outstretched empty hand.
He takes it and shakes it a little bit hesitantly.
You see the man hold his head high, blocking a single tear from falling along his face. He walks slowly and sadly back into Carmen's office.
L.
After a few moments, he comes back out and heads the opposite direction of you guys.
Earhart's gonna try to use a teleportation circle.
Ooh,
On
okay.
your own?
Because he's just
Oh.
like, huh. Because, at least from what I'm assuming, the way he probably would have, like, I don't know if there was any flavoring, but when Roxana used it, she just didn't make any motions or anything, right?
Yeah, she kinda just did it.
So he's going to see if he thinks really hard, that he can use it.
It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to have a Kamehameha.
Kind of, yeah, he's just so curious.
Okay.
Maybe he has magic.
You do that, you start to feel around, you try and expand your senses, focus on everything. The thing you focus most on, in any magical capacity at least, is your sword. What does it look like to Arias and Van Algen?
The sword?
No, I mean like you focusing and trying to harness your inner magic.
He kind of is. He still kind of has his hands clutched around that rope that's around his chest. You can't see his expression, but his head is like kind of bowed a little bit as he kind of tries to like, because he has his eyes completely closed and is just trying to see if he can like. He isn't, because he's not trying to force it, because he feels like maybe that's too much. So he's just kind of like closing his eyes and then just completely trying to like clear his mind and then use it, because he doesn't know how to use magic, but he's going to assume that it's not by forcing it. At least everyone else seems to use magic pretty seamlessly so far, so he's gonna do the opposite of trying to force it.
So he's meditating then.
Yeah.
Alright. The both of you see that? And as you try to use this magic, nothing happens. Arias, though, as you yourself keep standing in the circle, you feel as though it's pulling you in a little bit. Or maybe that's not entirely accurate. Maybe you're not the thing being pulled in. Maybe you're the one pulling it in. The power of it going deeper and deeper into you. If it is truly you. And you feel the odd magic start to focus on something you have on you.
Is it the gem?
It is the gem.
I take out the gem.
Arias takes out the gem that you all saw back in the temple. You feel the energy. It's like two noises, the exact same, enhancing one another. Two yarns of thread being woven in the exact same way. Tying into one another, strengthening each other.
Cool. I don't know what to do with this information.
Love you.
What would What would Arias do?
Can I teleport somewhere?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Do I know what my options are?
Anywhere. You feel like you could teleport anywhere you've
That's
seen
fucking
before.
terrifying. I go to Roxana's bedroom. I don't.
You don't want to venture.
I don't know.
You feel yourself unshackled from the other circles as you step on this. As you visualize Roxana's bedroom, the first thing that comes to mind is the enormous tower it's in. And its peak. Just how nice the view must be up there. Do you do anything?
Can I be real honest for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I blanked out like as soon as Daria left. I don't know if this is like canon or if we're doing a bit.
No, this is canon.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
You can just not do anything. You can step out of the circle.
I don't do
Like
anything. I just kind of stand there holding the crystal, thinking about what to do. But he has so much power, he doesn't know what to do.
That would have been so funny. I was waiting. I was like, I wasn't gonna mention that Earhart was still standing on it because I was like, he hasn't moved off of it. So wherever you go, I think it would take him with you.
Wait, no, that's funny. Hold on. What?
It would take everyone.
Would Earhart think he did it?
Wait, I wanna turn to Earhart and be like, is there anywhere, like in the world that you want to go right now?
I don't know many places. Home would be nice.
Knew he was gonna say that.
Oh,
I try and go to his home. I don't think it's gonna work, but
You have
tries really hard.
fucking- Where is home, Arise? Where is it?
I try and think of his home. Obviously, I don't know it, so
He's only said
No
the
chance.
I forgot.
You have never seen this on any map. It's like gone, bro. You try to teleport, but you're uncertain. You don't know where you want to go. You don't know where it is, how far, behind what.
he thinks, well, the inn is probably the closest thing, so we teleport there. He tries
And
to.
indeed you do. You arrive
Okay.
back in the inn in a flash, traveling very quickly in a different manner. Rather than simply getting into a pink vortex, it's like you're falling through the ground as a purple fissure emerges. And you yourself fall back inside the inn, surprising a very confused and quite shocked cleaning staff member. Oh, what the? As
Well,
the four of you fall back on top of one of the very squishy and very comfortable beds.
holy shit! What did I just do?
Teleportation?
Oh my god!
You.
I know you said you wanted to go home. This is the closest thing I could have thought of. So here we go, home.
Wait, how far do you think we could go?
I don't know. I can figure it out. I don't know what I just did.
You try it again?
Can I do it again, Rama? Do I feel the power? Or is it just on the circle?
Power.
The
It
power.
overwhelms me. You feel the power tethering you back where you came from. It's not the same as just a crystal, it's something more. And you hear something. Something other. The world all around you fades for a moment. Your vision gets taken over by that clearing once more. And you hear the distinct words, "Beware the overuse of your gift, child. You will draw attention by those who stand above you."
Define overuse. Like, how much are we talking? Like, can I teleport like once a day? Or
You can go beyond the rules established by mortals. But each time you do, you will draw the attention of those who dwell beyond. Long and name alike.
that didn't.
You have done great work, and have come closer than any other of your lineage
Oh,
to helping free me. I wish for you safety.
okay. I'll keep going.
Good luck, child. And the vision fades away almost as quickly as it came. And you're back in that room. To everyone else, you just saw Arias kind of standing still for a moment, looking dead-eyed into space.
He kind of like stares blankly at the wall for like at least like 20 seconds. And then all of a sudden shakes his head and holds his head like he has like a headache.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Is
Well,
that a magical thing, or is that just something you do?
no, it's like the chosen one thing, like, that's something,
Oh,
you know?
okay.
It was just, it was just me being told that I'm doing a great job and not to quote-unquote overuse, but, like, I don't know what that means, so I don't know, like, how much I can use, like, what I've got, you know? Yeah. So, do you want to go back? I think I can teleport us back. I don't know if that counts as overuse.
Only twice.
Wait, Rama, is the woman still in the room?
She is looking at you. She has fallen on her ass, and she's just kind of waving a finger at you. Like,
Eric's gonna
I look
go
at her and I like
offer a hand.
No.
I like playfully wink at her before her before like she can even think about grabbing his hand. I want to try and teleport us back to the place we came from.
Hard to extend your hand to the poor woman that is losing her shit at 3 people teleporting out of nothing and appearing inside the fucking bed. And you are whisked away once more as you fall through the floor and emerge from where you came before, and the Grand Academy of Kaldidrith.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, guys, I'm feeling kind of cool right now.
That was pretty cool. You did teleport us very far.
Thank you. Like I honestly didn't think I could do that. All of a sudden, felt like I could. You know?
That's the kind of growth you want as the chosen one, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like suddenly being able to do stuff like I don't have to put effort in. You know? It's cool.
Who's talking to you, by the way?
You know, this god that like kind of runs in the family. You know? She's cool.
I love that phrasing.
So, What now?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Also, Earhart, I was gonna ask, do you have a chosen one prophecy thing going on?
He shakes his head.
This
need
must
to
be
get you
really
one.
weird for you.
Well, it must be. Well, I guess I'm honored to participate, at least.
It's good. It's good to have you here. You know, like having someone like who's not magical kind of like balances things out.
I'm glad to be of service.
Hell yeah.
And if this was a story, since you're the only one who isn't special, you would be the special one.
Yeah. See?
He kind of like. You see that he kind of recoils a little bit at that, but then just nods. This must be how they get into those castles.
Who?
Which castles?
The flaming ones. They float in the air.
I think he means dragons.
What? Do you want to describe those castles?
I saw them in the palace. They were on the roof. It was. They kind of had this thing painted. I wonder if the wizards here made it. I haven't seen any in real life, though.
You just see Van Alden stare at you with like he doesn't have eyebrows, but it looks like he has his eyebrow raised.
Arias is also staring in a very similar way.
I mean, you can't see his face, but you get the feeling that he's earnest.
I thought he was real hot.
That would make me laugh. That was a good one.
Right. Thank you.
He's just kind of like, he kind of nods and just, maybe the professor knows about it. I can ask.
You should have.
Teleport to him. That was a joke. I'm not doing that.
You could.
I could.
Don't upset your god. It'll make family meetings worse.
I think you can push boundaries a little bit. Just try and talk. Why not just introduce her to everybody?
Her? Women? Sorry.
Huh? Women?
Yeah, I don't know if you
Hello,
realize
guys.
this is the bro session right now. Roxana isn't here.
Yeah, it's just
It's
the bros.
just guys being dudes.
Yeah.
Right. Guys being dudes. That means you gotta get skateboards and see if you can go faster than a car.
Hey, I got
Yeah,
Aaron's got plus 10 to athletics. He could potentially go faster than a car, okay?
I could see that. That's
We
what
need
guys
you to.
being dudes is. Guys being dude is getting a lot of mayonnaise to see if you can pilot so high.
It would have been so funny if we weren't able to teleport back and Daria just comes back to just guys being dudes. We're not there right now.
It's just like the teleportation thing is like just between dudes, We can't tell you about it.
Nothing is stopping you from teleporting again. And just killing that one.
Where is
woman.
Roxana again?
Oh, she's been teleporting along with you. She's in
Oh,
the
I
circle.
thought she had stepped off the circle. That would have been so funny.
Oh my god.
You could just move her a little bit.
It would be so funny. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
It would be so awesome. Where would we go? Where do we go?
The Flaming Castle. Earhart wants to see it.
Okay. Do
Is that?
I know what that is or where to teleport to it?
Do you mean the sun? Is that the flaming castle in the sky?
No, in our first introduction session, Earhart saw on one of the art pieces was a flaming
know.
castle.
I know, but that's not real.
He doesn't know that.
Wait.
Arias should teleport to what he thinks is his interpretation of the
Yeah.
flaming castle. Like, what do you
What-
think it is?
What is a riotous of a flaming castle?
Have I ever seen a volcano?
A volcano.
I would like to teleport next to
What?
a volcano.
What path did you use to go to the Grand Duchy of Kelrin?
I don't know.
Did you just kind of follow along the Centaur Nation, or did you cut through the fucking mountains, surviving on nothing but your wits and godly powers?
He is like 5'4".
Yeah, so the cities.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, you would have not seen a volcano.
Okay. That's so sad. Well, no, because if I seen it from a distance, would I be able to teleport it to it from like seeing it from a distance?
You wouldn't know it's
Does
a
that make
volcano.
sense?
Volcanoes
Oh.
just look like mountains unless lava comes out.
Damn it. Okay. What else is a flaming castle?
Yash,
What?
what did you laugh there?
I know, like, when he first said that, I was like, is he talking about the sun?
Right? Say,
I teleport onto the sun.
You can ask him.
does that hawk know what the sun is?
I mean, probably, like, yeah, it's in the sky.
Okay, then, yeah, Van Allegan's just gonna turn to you, like, the flaming castle, are you talking about the sun?
No, it's...
I can't teleport to the sun?
It was a castle and it was on fire. Oh, wait, how did they... It must hurt to be there, though. Unless they use magic. Maybe it's magic fire.
That makes so
You know-
much sense.
As confused as I am, the fact that he's opening up with this conversation, I don't mind it, you know?
Me too.
Anyway,
You could go
that-
to SeaWorld.
SeaWorld. Do I know SeaWorld?
You've never been. You've only seen boats.
Damn it!
sink into the
Why did
ocean.
I get the teleportation power on a character that's never been anywhere?
I mean, SeaWorld just opened, bro. You missed your chance to go there.
No!
When Downtown killed
I
everybody.
can't believe we missed SeaWorld!
No!
He made you miss SeaWorld.
Fucking, and he's not even here right now. Audacity.
I have something really stupid, but kind
Hell
of
yeah.
funny.
It can't. be
No, I don't want to
stupid.
do it. Never mind.
No!
Are there places that only exist in fairy tales, Rama?
What do you mean?
Like someone's taught like a fairy tale about like a mystical place, because that's probably another place Earhart would want to go, not knowing that it's not real.
The moon.
The moon?
Me.
Moon's in campaign.
You know, you probably would be like, well, the moon's not on fire.
Can I teleport to the moon?
Can you?
Can I? Can I try? Not now, but could I, in theory, try?
You would have to try to find out.
I thought
Why?
mention the moon.
You want to teleport
Let's
to the
go,
moon?
fantasy space campaign.
Yes.
Oh, damn it,
You
guys!
just completely derail everything.
It doesn't work anymore, guys. She's back.
Aww.
No!
It's not okay. Quick, push her out of the circle.
I'm sorry.
Push her out
But-
before your face.
You were the one thing preventing me from being a space cowboy.
He kicks her in the back of the head and gets killed.
It's like a Call of Duty. like Scott Saint just knocks her out. The ringing ears.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything, Oksana. As you stepped out of the teleportation circle to accept the letter that was presented to you, handed to you by Van Algen, you peered down to look at it. You heard a bit of a whooshing sound, followed by another whooshing sound behind you as you opened the letter. Well, do you open the letter? What's going on?
First I'd look at what the whooshing sound behind me is.
You look behind. You find nothing strange. Van Algen, Arias, and her heart are still there. They look like they just fell from the sky, though.
Yeah, Earhart would have been like mid, like crouch and like his hand extended out towards the ground.
Yeah.
Roxana's just gonna blank at them a couple times, then turn to her letter and open it.
Alright. You open the letter to read it. The first is a larger letter that contains a second letter. The first reads as such. Dearest Roxana, I hope you're doing well. As you may know, I am sadly unable to grant your request of access to the texts you seek, but I have mentioned your query to the honored Mr. Peel, the Dean of our Grand Library. He himself has come back to me with a letter regarding your search, which I have included here. Hoping it will find you well, Carmen. And as part of, in that letter, there is a second, smaller letter. That smells vaguely of clover.
What was the dean's name?
The dean of the Grand Library's name was Mr. Peel. P-E-E-L.
Jordan Peele?
Keenan Peele? Oh.
God damn it.
Oh god, I have to write with my left hand right now.
Don't say it. I didn't say it, guys. Are you proud of me?
Drama. I have a question.
I didn't say it. I'm so
I have a
proud.
question.
Go ahead.
You know the art that was it was implied that he was talking about. Maybe. Have I ever seen it?
You yourself would have, because you did meet... Yeah, you did meet Carmilla. So yes, you would have seen it as you were walking through the palace, going to go meet her. It was one of the paintings along the wall.
Do you think I would have put two and two together that he's talking about that?
Would he have?
I want him to have, but I don't know if he actually would have.
That's for you to decide.
Okay. For the bit, I think I'm gonna. Can I teleport us in front of it?
Okay, is Roxana on the circle? No, she can't be, actually. So yes, you can
No.
teleport you there. She can't, yeah, you can teleport you there.
Okay, so,
Do you?
yes. Can I flavor it a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, like, you hear, like, muttering behind you. I'm assuming Roxana doesn't really hear it with everything that happened beforehand. Then all of a sudden, Arias is like, "Oh, wait! I know what you're talking about!" And then all of a sudden they disappear.
As Roxana, you turn to look behind you at the exclamation from Arias. You see a fissure in the ground emanating emanating purple ooze, but only going into it as Arias, Erhat, and Van Algen fall into it and quickly come out of your sight. The wound cleanly and quickly begins to shut. Do you do anything?
Is there time for me to reactivate it to go to the same spot, or nah?
There's time for you to dive in.
Oh dear, and she's gonna step through.
You step through, and all four of you go through the purple light. A sensation that is, as I said before, quite familiar to three people that are not here. And you all appear in a palace that's familiar. It's particularly familiar to you, Roxana. It's the side palace. You're all in front of a painting depicting a fiery castle high in the sky with a wizard looking down from it on the regular world.
The flaming castle. Oh,
Is this what you meant? Uh-huh. There we go.
But
Here we are.
have I missed something?
Oh, hi!
Hi. Why are we in the side palace?
Well, funny story. I all of a sudden have the power to teleport, I think, basically anywhere that I know of, at least. So, it's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's quite handy.
Yeah, it is.
Why are we here though?
Ahat mentioned the painting, and I only just put two and two together, so I wanted to take us here.
He wanted
Yeah.
to teleport into that.
Into the painting.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's real. So,
Oh,
What do I know what the painting is depicting specifically?
It's just a painting. It doesn't.
It's just
depict-
a painting of like an idyllic scene.
Yeah, it's not depicting a real scene, or at least
Survive.
not one you've seen before. It would be a whack ass scene. Flaming castle in the sky.
That's like Mario shit.
Is there like a myth around it?
You can roll history.
Thank you. Be good to me. Oh my god, it's so good to me.
Another
Wow.
20.
Yeah, hold on. Like, look at the. I can't drag my webcam over.
That's okay. You
It's so good
Scrounge
to me. My
you
brother blessed
scrounge
this
up
shit.
you scrounge up your memory as hard as you can, trying to see a myth regarding this, and you sadly don't find any. Maybe it's just an artistic representation of the sun.
Okay. I'll take it because I hate that this is all my luck is going here now.
You're the one rolling history checks for flaming.
Well, no, I was asking because like I don't know, man. I'm playing Dragon Age Origins right now. There's this entire black city. That was the gold city. Don't give me this shit.
That's okay.
That's floating in the fade.
I don't know what's going on in Dragon Age.
It's so good. I think I made awful decisions my last time I played, but it's so good.
So you're there. What do you all? Well, actually, what does our hot setter do?
he just goes, oh, and then his kind of like shoulders kind of like move in a little bit as he kind of like tenses. Like it seems like his shoulders almost tense a little bit, and then he just looks down a little bit and doesn't say a word.
it's a nice painting though. Like, I'm glad we came to see it.
Yeah. And
Even if
it's we'll find other cool things to teleport to.
Exactly. I would teleport us to more interesting things if I'd been to more interesting things, but that's besides the point, you know?
We
Do
might
I
see
Do I still have the
interesting things.
dean's note on me?
Hmm.
Ramen.
The what now?
I would still have the dean's letter, right?
Yes, you have not yet read it.
Can I like peek at it real quick? I just want to skim it to see if I got a yes or a no or a please talk to me
It seems to
from
be a,
see me office.
it seems to be
No.
it seems to be a no.
Alright. Arias, you think if I explained something to you, you'd be able to teleport us to it?
I can definitely try.
I'd like to explain in as much detail as possible
Mm-hmm.
the forbidden section.
Forbidden section.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give as much detail as you can. You say it's a part of the library that doesn't seem to be really in this world. All around, bookshelves float. You can see staircases going up
Oh
or
no.
down.
Oh.
In this section is a large box all around. As you look anywhere, there is no light. There is only this box and what is inside. The bookshelves, the staircases, a long, long bridge that shuts after colliding harshly with this wall. There is a singular table upon which is a lamp. That is where you, Roxana, once read a few texts. The only way to enter it was through the recitation of a certain spell, the full version of which is only known to someone, as you yourself snuck behind them when they opened a portal leading to it. And that's what you're telling.
So that is the description, I assume?
That is what you got.
Can I attempt to teleport if I visualize it in my mind?
You try to teleport, calling back on the tether, still binding you to where you were before, trying to change it, to move it someplace else. And you feel a fissure erupting on the ground. Not quite sure if it's quite where you want to go.
I'm not entirely confident that I've put us in the right place, but I'm hoping that it is.
I'm going to do something. I'm gonna ask that you let me see into your mind real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Sure!
It's a little bit spooky, but I mean, sure. I guess.
Can I, DM, use detect thoughts
Uh-huh.
to make sure it's the right location?
Ooh, that's interesting. Let me see the exact
That's why I'm like, I don't know if...
Because you see what might happen here, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright, actually, Moon, for context, she's afraid you're leading them into the Illuminati's laboratory.
I don't want to go back there.
I want to go back there.
You cause problems there.
Yeah.
I cause problems there? Okay.
He, to be fair, he causes problem everywhere. They're not special.
I still can't believe that I was safer.
Yeah, she's made of worm zombies that they are specifically out to kill. He has a shard of a dead god.
Two?
But no
Two
one
shot-
likes.
Well, now it's one. Half.
Yeah,
Now it's one.
yeah, it was two halves, and now it's one thing. He's still missing two things.
Killed the
He's
guy
gonna
for it. Actually, I didn't kill him. Yash did.
Yeah,
Okay. Whoa.
You did most
Yeah,
of the damage.
single-handedly murdered him.
yeah.
Hey, you actually there, first of all.
She destroyed that guy. That encounter. Mavis was just enabling Rayla. Let me just take down that wall of fire. All right, shoot him. Oh, he's put it back up. All right, disable it again. All right, fuck him up, Rayla. You got it.
Oh, you're down on health here. Here you go, Rayla.
Yeah, you can. I'd say, yeah, you can see that.
Alright.
So you look inside Arias's mind, and he's... Well, what is he picturing? Is he just picturing what you told him?
Basically, yeah.
Alright, you can
That's
see...
the only thing.
He's picturing something along the lines of what you told him, but it's not right. There's many differences that are just hard to put into words. Slight details that would be almost impossible to truly explain without being there before. Without him being there before. Either way, Arias, you can feel you've pulled upon the tether.
So,
If it's dangerous, I
What?
will go first.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
It's not quite right, so I'm wondering where this tether is going towards.
You
So
can
is
test
it
it
not the
out.
same place? Yeah, I feel like the only thing we can do is test it out. Like, I'm actually kind of curious myself.
Yes, fuck around and find out, of course.
That's
Hey,
the scientific method.
It's a scientific
Orion
method.
teleport us out if it gets
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Right, Orion?
Yeah. I'm assuming I can do it multiple times because this is the third time I've tried. So
Mm.
you know what? Why not? He hops in.
Oh
Then
shit,
we'll
okay.
follow.
Alright, you follow him? Who follows? Who else? Is he just going in blind?
No, Earhart would go in. Like, he does have a job, specifically, that is to protect Roxana, but he thinks Arias is kind of cool, so.
Yeah.
That's cute.
He's the chosen one, and also, as well as Van Elgen, as well as kind of Roxana, so I mean, he has
He's
to
got
be
it.
the universal service.
Arguably king.
I'm the maid one.
Alright. Does Roxana also follow?
I have to follow.
You all jump into the hole, and you feel yourself plunging into a world of purple. You go down and down and down and down. But there's something different from last time this time around. The world stops as you whirl past it. And you hear a voice echoing all around your minds. A power circling around you, coiling in like a predator about to strike. Well. I thought I heard something knocking. Aren't you imprudent to jump around making so much noise? A creature of shadow with two very bright pink eyes stared directly at you, Arias.
I was just passing by. I don't mean to intrude. Who are you?
Passing by, are you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
The thing gets closer to you, its eyes shedding light upon your being, revealing a core for you of purple light suffusing you in every way.
Is everyone here seeing this?
Yes,
Okay, Earhart's gonna...
everyone is frozen.
Ah,
You can move,
wait,
but the world around you
Oh.
is stopped.
Earhart's gonna move in front, like, and kind of try to, like, put himself between them and just, like, look at the thing and go, it's rude to get that close to someone.
Roxana's gonna do the full like tilt to look around him.
There's nothing behind this thing, Sana.
No. Because Earhart's in front.
Oh, I see.
Like, I'm picturing like Arias and like Roxana Van Elgen just like kind of popping out at the sides.
And look at you. With a few friends. What do we have here? A shadowy limb extends towards you, her heart. Going to touch you.
Arias pulls him back a bit.
You pull him back, slightly away from the limb's reach. Scared, are you?
You didn't answer my question. Who are you?
I am someone you did not want looking at you.
It's too late now. That still
Indeed.
doesn't answer my question.
I have a feeling you'll find out. Sooner or later. It's quite a group you've got here.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems... He looks around. Or rather, it looks around. Each and every one of you. None of you truly know what you are. Or what you've embarked yourself in. The figure draws closer to you, Arias, passing through her heart. Simply facing through you.
Oris tries to back away a little bit. Kinda
You go to
leaning
back
backwards.
away, but space behind you stretches infinite, and nothing. Every step you take, any kilometer you would run, for how long, it would be the same distance as nothing, and now, and always. The thing slips towards you, with a shadowy limb reaching for your throat. I have a feeling. Child of the threshold. That I will be seeing you shortly. Do your best to survive. And above that, show me how hard you can struggle. Show me the dim flame that you can crack open into a blazing forest fire. Or else, you'll be one more.
One more what?
You asked me before what you would call me. You can call me simply the lone, lost name of the secrets. And tell me now that I've answered your question. What should I call you? What name?
I'm not telling you.
Are you trying to probe for deep thoughts? Or just general surface thoughts?
If we're deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. Fails, he can insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, so limbs large its mind. If it succeeds, so and either way, it already knows. So I'm fucked either way, so I might as well go all the way, right?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
dude, shit, dude. Like, it's like, bro, Daria's insane. You're gonna read the mind of an eldritch being? I respect it. Like, why not? I will say, since Earhart can't directly interact with this thing, he's going to try to make sure that it cannot touch Arias as much as he can.
Well, I'm assuming also, because right now, technically Detect Thoughts would still be activated on Arias.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be Deep Thoughts, right?
No, that's not how that works.
It's not? Okay.
As an action, you either shift it or probe deep. So when you
Okay.
shift it, you're not probing deep.
Okay. No, I'm saying with Arias as already.
Yeah, you're probing deep thoughts in Arias, but if you shift it, you won't be probing deep thoughts immediately. They will have a saving throw.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying, so right now I would have Arias' Deep Thoughts.
Yes.
So, like, how freaked out is Arias by all this right now?
Insanely freaked out,
Yeah.
panicking out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Guy thinks
So-
he's going to die.
Yeah, alright. So yeah. I'll shift to deep thoughts. Eldritch being. But I absolutely don't know who it is.
So, the first thing, as the creature asks you that question, Arias, its limbs still stretching outwards, reaching for your throat, mere millimeters away. You can feel the cold grip of death around your throat. And more than that, you can feel your throat again and again. You feel it multiple times. As though you've had this many fingers, and now it's this many throats. Each of them suffusing itself, like you're suffocating yourself with your very being. But you can still talk just fine. Do you answer the creature?
Does he ask again, or does he just get... Does he do it more strongly when I say no? I'm not gonna tell him.
If you won't tell me then, I'll just have to find out, won't I? The creature's fingers go to dig into your throat, but are stopped as you, Roxana, shift your attention to it. By this point, you can all see each other in a very different way. Roxana and Arias, the both of you are cloaked in a thick purple haze. Whereas Van Algen, yours is a mixture of green, light pink, like a coral's, suffused by a core of forge. Let me get the special dice for this. I think this is a good saving throw to take them out on.
I'm gonna force a saving throw to 5.
Ooh, that's good. I thought you had... So
I had a 5 and 11. I have to do it before you roll it.
You're right, you did. And that's good. What's your spell save DC?
She's gonna go insane.
It's fine.
It's a 16. But yeah.
It's 16.
Yeah, but 5. Oh shit, what's his plus?
No, that's not what you should be worrying about right now.
Oh, that's gonna win fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. It's fine. I told this to Rawa like last week. I already missed playing Mavis.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And now
Aw.
I should mention it's probably not gonna amount to anything, but Earhart, if he saw that thing trying to like go for Arias's neck, he is gonna try to cut the like shadow limb.
you try and
I can
go
assume
to
how
cut-
it's gonna go, but he's
Yeah,
going to try.
you try to go to cut for it, reaching out for your sword, but you find it's not there. You look down, you see you don't have a shield, you don't have armor, you don't have clothes, you don't have legs, you're just a body of light.
I'm so sorry, guys.
And where Roxana and Arias are purple, Van Algen is a mixture of, first and foremost, green, then pink, then orange. You are suffused in a in a thin cloak of orange, almost imperceptible, faded.
What color is like the shadow thing?
The shadow thing is completely black. Darkness coiling in on itself, ever and ever more, with 2 eyes of pure pink. Roxana, as you try and probe into this thing's mind, the first thing you get is how it feels right now. How it feels right now. It is overjoyed. It is curious. It is considering how best to eat a meal. It's considering if there's any escape. It's considering the true identities of this group. And as you yourself cast your magics towards it, it turns its attention to you. It's considering if you could do anything. It's considering if it would be worth it at all to let you struggle. And it's considering if it should even try to block your attempt.
Roxana's just gonna raise an eyebrow at it.
You probe deeper, and you feel no resistance from the creature. What are you trying to find out with a deeper probe?
Truthfully, it was partially to get the attention off Arias.
That's not the question I asked.
I know. It's alright. Let's see what's up.
Okay, it must it fails to get insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms.
I would do what looms large in its mind.
What looms large in its mind? As you probe deeper, your mind is assaulted with violent thoughts. Thoughts of people struggling again and again and again. You see thoughts of a single pink-robed man being swallowed, destroyed. You see thoughts of a people diminished, killed, annihilated over and over and over and over again. Mothers screaming for their children. Children dying before their parents. Parents living and dying for them. Again and again and again. Centuries of bloodshed. You see distinguished figures, individuals, each unique in their own way. Each of them making one crucial mistake as they get toyed with and eaten by him. And you see yourself, Roxana Nazari. You see Arias Vultupracht. You see Erhard Adelbert. You see Van Algen, and you see Von Tron, 47th, walking down into a temple. The first you see, vanished, torn away, torn apart, is Erhard, the first line of defense. As he turns his own sword against himself. The second, Van Algen. His own mace, his own weapon, heading for this pink thing. before he falls to the ground, limp. Getting up with a broken weapon to be turned on the rest. With a different face, with different hair, a different race. You see Von Tron being felled, not once, but twice, in an explosion of carnage. And then there are two, Arias and Roxana. A billowing laughter, sickening, erupts all around you. As you see yourself in Arias, not quite dying, so many times. So many times. How do you react to that? The visions keep pouring in as you maintain contact.
I do self-roll for this.
I will lower the music because I cannot hurt you.
Okay.
Heal.
I'm saying I'm actually doing a personal roll for this to see.
Okay. That's okay. Just imagine the music is still there. I just cannot hear anybody else when it's
Yeah.
there.
So Roxana, this entire time has had like a very pleasant face on, right? She's always been smiling, either softly or whatever. Generally happy, and the smile's still on her face. But it doesn't reach her eyes anymore. But she's gonna maintain eye contact with this thing.
Maintain eye contact.
She's maintaining on. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's looking at her, but she's definitely looking at it.
It has indeed turned to look at you. And you still haven't given up. You might be more interesting to play around with than even little old Mavis. She's already failed after all. But you've not given up. We'll see how well you fare when all comes crashing down on you. When all your attempts, all your successes turn into the nothingness they've always been.
Hey, Shadow Thing, do you have something you actually want from us, or are you just here to taunt us?
I've come to say hi and bid you adieu.
Well,
There's a reason you don't play with things you don't understand. And soon, you'll see why. We'll meet again very, very soon. Erhat, as you've closed your eyes, you do sense something from this creature. You sense not only a presence, you sense many of them, all overlapping. You see the shape. What you see are dozens upon dozens of faces, of hopes, dreams, fears, of souls, all mixed together, all encaged into one, with only one of them leading them. time slowly begins to resume once more. As the creature begins to fade away. Do any of you do or say anything?
Oh, of course, Roxana has to. Well, even though we've already been made acquaintances, it seems. It's been my pleasure.
You would have learned this creature's name through your deep probe.
I would have?
Yeah.
I wonder if I've been spelling it right this entire time.
I'm
I'll
pretty
look it
sure I
up.
spelled it out at some point.
You probably did, and it's probably still wrong in my notes. But,
Alright, I forgot he has a mini guy.
it's me, yeah. But I believe in formal introductions, and well, you might already mine. My name's Roxana Nazari, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Famus. And I can't pronounce his last name.
You can try.
I forgot what it was.
Motherfucker.
Famus something enough. It's like a T sound, right?
Double, you want to give her a hand?
Thank you. No. Oh,
When his like I forgot his last name because I only use his first name so often.
yeah,
I think we
because
have
I
it
don't.
down here somewhere.
Arthronis, yes.
Okay.
Thank
Famus
you.
I knew it
Arthronis.
was an E, but then I was thinking of Mavis's last name, so I was like, crap, which one was it?
Yeah.
I totally would have had it though if I saw it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Roxana's there, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Famus Arthronis.
Enjoy the time you have left. And time withers away and back into motion.
What a sad man.
That was absolutely not a pleasure to meet him.
Holy shit!
Are you
What
okay?
the fuck?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
Arias, as time gets back on, you still have the feeling of your throat all around itself. You can still feel each of the folds of your own being choking you. It is immensely painful. Not to the body, but this feeling of having so many yous killing each other. It hurts much, much deeper than physical pain ever could. After a few moments, you emerge from the purple void back into the Grand Magical Academy of Kaldidrith. What do you all do?
Arias sits down. His eyes are wide.
I'm going to take us back to my rooms for now.
He's like breathing very heavily.
Earhart is kind of like in a meditative position, like sitting on his legs with his like hands kind of in front of him, and he just stands up and he reaches to his side and then just like takes off his sword like while it's still on its sheath, and he just kind of like holds it in front of him.
It's there. Did it leave you, or did you leave it? I have a feeling it's not so simple.
We have things we need to discuss. I'm taking us back to my room.
I'm gonna activate the teleportation pad if that's what we're on.
You are.
Yeah.
Does everyone teleport again?
Roxana's doing it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm on it, I guess I just go. Also, do I still feel the pain? I assume I do.
And it is very slowly fading away.
Okay.
Before we go on, I'd also like to ask you, Moon, if you're good to keep going, because I know it is quite late for you.
For a bit longer, yes.
Sorry, can
I'm
you
too
repeat that?
invested. For a little bit longer, yes, I'm too invested.
Alright, perfect. Roxana, you shift them back to your room. And there you are.
And yeah, I'm gonna lead them inside and gesture for them to sit down. And like make rice tea or something with like what I have available.
You can make tea. Rice is a bit too... You don't have a rice cooker.
Yeah, I said tea since I assume that's
Orions.
available. For rice. I'd say and rice.
There's four.
I don't understand how I can make
That's
tea
one.
and not make rice, but whatever.
That was really funny. Rowan, wait, there's 4 of them?
So yeah, you make a bit of tea. You can do that.
Yeah.
Bit of leaf soup ready.
Leaf soup.
Reyes hasn't said a word. Sorry.
Yeah, and she's gonna get like the honey and lemon and shit, and she like just put it down on the table.
Thank you.
Are you
Take a
feeling
sip.
okay? Also, they didn't see the visions, right? It was just me that saw that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
You are the only one that saw everyone dying gruesomely.
I'm assuming everyone's a little bit more caught up, so they're gonna assume. Well,
Are you gonna retell it to them?
no.
Go
But
on.
like, if anyone has a passive that's higher than 17,
Jesus, what the hell?
That's pretty high.
Yeah,
Right?
if it's for insight, yeah, no.
oh,
Wait, where the fuck are you getting that 17?
I'm making a roll. I made a personal roll.
I see.
Yeah,
17.
for what how well she would be trying to hide.
Yeah, my highest passive is perception, so.
You
I
and
think
My insight is like a pretty. Oh, I'm thinking Mavis. That's why.
yeah, you were a druid.
By the way, that was a pot shot, and you knew it.
Yeah, what the hell was that? I was so. How dare he?
What? For Moose and me? I
I
can't believe that.
No, but I like how he bullies her to a complete stranger.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
That's okay. Are you really gonna be surprised about that? That's the low
No,
point
but
of
it's
the
just
character.
funny. Like, it's just
Yeah,
really
he's
funny.
so
She's
obsessed.
never
He's so
gonna get the chance.
obsessed.
Bad behavior.
He just said like, "Hey, you might be more interesting than her." How? What?
Which
Yes.
okay, but was I level 4? No, it had to be a bit higher. I was probably level 5 when I encountered him too, right?
Yeah, probably.
Which I don't think I nearly described as how creepy it was. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for not giving the proper trigger warnings.
Okay.
Okay, back in character. I'm not gonna ask if you all are okay. But
Yeah, her
That
soaking wet
person we
holding the
saw.
sword.
that person we saw is the same person we met outside the temple. Or a version of him. Just as all the statues were.
his own self, it seems, consumed him.
I don't really know what's going on, but kind of puts the sword back on his sheath. Or not that he puts the kind of like the sheath, like hooks it back on his side. And then he puts a hand on the hilt and then slowly draws it. I was unable to do anything before, and I should have done this earlier. Kind of like brings it up to like kind of like vertical in front of him. I wasn't able to do anything before, and I'm not sure if I could again, but my blade is all of yours.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arias, have you met that man, that thing before? Ever?
No,
Heard of it?
I was warned by the person that gave me my powers, that something would happen, and I'm assuming maybe that's what they meant, but I've never had or met him before.
He referred to you as a child of the threshold.
I don't entirely know what that means. Listen, I kind of big myself up a lot for, like, the things that I've gotten involved in, but I have no clue what I'm doing. And I'm sorry for dragging you all into this, because if it ends up fucking me over, then I'm dragging all of you with me, and I'm sorry.
All of the prophecies research we're doing led us to here. You're not dragging us anywhere. I don't really think we have a choice in dealing with this.
I guess I wish I could have, I guess been a little bit more smart with my decisions, or I don't know. I wish I knew more about what was going on so I could prevent something.
So, that brings us to what I wanted to talk about. You'd want to continue this kind of research?
It's the only lead I have, I guess, so I would. There's not much else I can do, I guess.
Was she posing that question to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, you go first.
What? Wait, whoa,
You
whoa,
go
whoa.
first.
What?
I'm nervous.
I originally just joined this job to get some cash, but I want to know more about what's happening. Because I feel like it's not something good. And it's not much more complicated than that. So I'll stick around doing research, yeah. At least until we figure out what that guy wants from us and how we can stop him from getting it.
Does anyone know anything about him?
Well, I have his name.
Oh. How?
I looked into his mind.
Oh, I see. That
Oh.
makes sense.
He's
Can I ask what you saw?
he's a being that thrives on I don't believe suffering is the right word, but who thrives on the suffering of others, or that conflict within others.
That's reassuring.
He has access to many insight into many possible outcomes, but seems to focus on the negatives. He's a being that's at the top, so therefore does not consider those that are below. Currently, we're his entertainment.
How do we eat something like that?
That's not right. And he just sheathes a sword.
He was a man named Thamus or Thranis. And I believe we met him at the bottom of the sea. It is his life we viewed back in the temple. And it seems that in his own attempt of using different possibilities to save his people, he corrupted himself. Or made a deal with something that corrupted him.
There was multiple.
Alternate histories is the name of the type of magic, or the name of the hour. However, alternate possibilities is the better name. All of what could have been is what he uses.
I mean, there were I could feel them back there.
He showed me, and it seems one of his abilities. He can tap into the different possibilities of ourselves. I want to make this clear. We could die. Other versions of us have died.
What does that even mean?
Every action, every choice we make leads into a possibility. Our current choices have led us to this room. Other choices perhaps I wouldn't have even come to Kelvin. There's another possibility, another version of me that stayed in Karka. With every you that exists, there's infinite amounts of others. There are versions of us that have died on this quest.
But we are here, right?
We are here. That's the only reason why I think I've kept it together. These are the decisions that have led me to here. And I haven't made the decisions that have gotten me there yet.
You still have the power or the possibility not to go down that path then?
Yeah. What I'm getting at is, essentially, this is dangerous. Now, I will continue this research. And if you want to, that is your choice as well. I just want it made clear that at this point it is dangerous.
My blade is yours.
Can't just keep going alone. So I'll keep going. Even if I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, we were brought here for a reason. I think we need to see this through.
It's a bit too late now.
If it comforts you at all, I don't think it would kill us directly.
That really doesn't, but I appreciate the thought.
Alright, above game, do it. I dare you to tell Earhart that he kills himself. Do it. I
wrong?
dare you to see if that'll make it better.
What was the last thing you said, Daria? Sorry.
Wrong.
No, Roxanna's not going to tell you anything about what she saw in this vision, just that outside of the fact that she saw you all die.
Roxanne, I would have to be a crazy person to tell her friends that, or not anybody that.
But I think Earhart just kind of... he just kind of perks up a little bit and says, I can't say I fully understand everything, but if other versions of us went and have died, and we are still alive, then in a way they technically aren't us, right? Not exactly.
This is all too confusing for my brain.
I think the important thing to keep in mind going forward, especially with an entity like that, is stay who you are in the moment.
That's easy.
Fate, destiny, prophecies are all very real. But it's our own choices that make them up.
I don't believe in things like that, but I will follow you since you know more than I do.
This is going to be a crazy conversation to have with Von Chandler.
I think I'm a bit more thankful that he chose to sleep in.
Can you imagine him talking to that thing? Oh, God.
Even worse or better than Mavis?
Worse.
Definitely worse.
Really?
Mavis has some conduct.
So,
And Mavis is like endearing in like an annoying dog kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Alright. I believe to keep going forward, we do need to access the forbidden section.
Did you get
I-
permission from your professor?
We're going to need to go in when the dean next goes in. I'm also going to need to have a conversation with a few oilers.
Can I speak with the professor?
Is there a specific professor, or do you want to speak to Professor Carmen? She was one of my divination professors. They were one of my division of professors.
Any will do, I think. As long as they're really smart.
Alright, I'll get you in touch with one of them then. We need access to forbidden section. And I do want to speak with our employer.
does anyone say or do anything at this point?
No.
Reyes is just sipping his drink. He's like calmed down a lot more. He looks a lot less tense than earlier on.
As you all find yourself with a newly found understanding and a newly deepened well of the danger and seriousness of the situation you find yourself in. That is where we'll end the session. That was some good shit.
God damn.
Yeah, geez Louise.
Was it planned to escalate this quickly?
Nah, bro, it's because Moon kept fucking around.
I feel like
We
it would
could
go
have gone
wrong.
to the moon, though.
Honestly, you could have. Not only could you have.
I don't know. I
This-
don't know what you expected. You gave me the power to teleport.
No, but that's the thing. That's good though. Like this, and the previous campaign, not the previous. The campaign with I guess everybody besides you operates on the methodology of the scientific inquiry regarding fuck around and find out.
Hell yeah, I fucked around and I definitely found
Yeah.
out.
You definitely
You did-
found out.
You did something. We're told, hey,
Yeah.
if you